Welcome to Levels of Geeks Live, bringing you the latest topics in cinema, plus jokes, interactions, and more. Your home to all things entertainment. And now your hosts of Levels of Geeks Live, Alex and Nate.
Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of Levels of Geeks Live, episode number 41. I'm your host, Alex Figueroa. My co-host is
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
Yes, today we are, I know we're not watching Monday Night Raw because that's the big show, you know what I mean? The Raw after WrestleMania. We'll catch that. I'll catch the replay later down the road. But
I'll read about it tomorrow morning.
Yes, Nate, it's been a while since we talked to each other.
Yeah,
I know you've been working and all that, but how was your WrestleMania weekend?
Yeah, I've been working, busy. Work is busy. I did training last week, so and I'm the kind of I have the kind of job where you get training for stuff and then right away you start doing it, so you get very busy. So yeah, it's been busy. This weekend was good. Went to the pool. I try to go now that it's warm here. Well, it's hot. And now that it's hot here, I try to go to the pool, get outside a little bit. And then Sunday, though, I had a real bad headache, so I kind of just stayed in, watched a couple movies. Watch WrestleMania.
Okay.
So it was good. And I know we're going to be talking about it. I mean, we should do, you know what? This is Levels of Geeks. It's not just levels of movies. So I know we have some people who aren't into wrestling, I'm sure. But I think we should definitely discuss. We got some wrestling fans as well in that chat. So we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, so of course the main topic is WrestleMania. We're going to talk about the 2 nights. Spectacular WWE WrestleMania. But of course, I got some cinema news for you people too that want to see some movie news that broke out during the day. But before we start all this, I would like to say what's up to all the Patreons that support the channel. They are Pablo LaForcia, Jonathan McCoy, Priscilla Vasquez, Charles Woods, I'll Buy the Popcorn Stephanie, Jay Manley, Becklish, Queen Geek, Robert Makes the Cut, and Kevin. Again, thank you so much, guys, for your contributions to Levels of Geeks. And of course, everyone that's with us live, let's say what's up. James Paris, Tracy Paris, Robert, Triborough Gigolo, Salute, Unboxing, Jay Manley, say his name again. Let me see, BX Lenny's. Let's see, keep going up.
Alex Thomas is in here. What's up,
Alex Thomas is in the house. We got Surfing Through Cinema, which he asked me a question. I'm going to get to you right after we get all this because he put a question out before we went live. I will answer that for you guys right after this. And I think that's pretty much it. That's everybody. Thank you so much.
What's up, Triborough?
Yes, please hit those like buttons. For some reason, every time we can have 19 likes, and when the show is uploaded, it disappears for some freaking reason. I don't know if there's a glitch on YouTube, but we lose all the dislikes and likes and whatever.
Last week we had 19 likes while we were live, and then when the show's over, we had 5. So I don't know what happened. I think now it's up to like 6. So I don't know what happened, but make sure you guys hit that like button.
Yes, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, support the channel, because we're on the road, not to WrestleMania, but we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. That's right. So with that said, Nate, let's have some fun. Let's get into, let me answer the guy's question first. Surfing Through Cinema says, yo, Alex, I've been meaning to ask. I'm thinking of doing live videos for my channel too, I guess live streaming, and was wondering what tips and advice / tricks of the trade you had. Okay, so he's wanted some tips and tricks for him.
Yeah.
I will say this. If you want to do lives like we're doing now, be unique, okay? Whether you're doing movie reviews or cinema news, if you're going to talk about cinema news, be unique. Put your personality out in your lives. Let people know who you are, what you're about. That's pretty much the tips. Just be yourself. It doesn't matter everyone is doing the same style of lives, whether it's cinema news, whether it's movie reviews, whether X, Y, and Z music, talking with their friends. Be yourself. That's all I could say, pretty much. I mean, right, Nate? I mean, just put yourself out there. Yeah, just have fun. Think of something out the box that no one else is doing. That's what I preach on all our shows. Be unique on each show that you put out. And if people like it, great. If not, guess what? Screw them. Pretty much, right? Yeah, be yourself. Be unique. That's all I got to say, Surfing Through Cinema. But again, you could always reach out to me privately and I could give you some stuff. I mean, I'm not the king of this stuff, but I will try to give you much resources that I can, I guess, right? That's all I can say.
Exactly. That's all you can do. You could give tips, and if I could say anything, I would say I definitely agree. Be unique. Have some kind of something that's your own. You have your own personality. People will always show up for an idea, right? But they'll stay if they like the creators and the people who are talking. So make sure that you're just yourself. Don't try to be, don't try to be phony baloney. Just be yourself. One thing I say about surfing through cinema, I follow him on Instagram. He follows me. I like his lane that he's in. So he seems like a younger cat, but he does a lot of classic movies, more into that. And I like that because you know what? A lot of people that are younger don't tend to go back and watch those movies. So I think you got a hook there already. You can really talk to the people in your age group about stuff that maybe they weren't going to seek out. So I like that. You already got an in, and then you just got to make it fun.
And keep the Hawaii shirts, because I know you have you have photos with the Hawaii shirt. Keep that going, man. Rock those different Hawaii shirts throughout your video, and you got it, man. Hey, what's up, Quicksand Dan is in the house. Tracy Perez, how you doing? Look, guys, you guys are all phenomenal, like we always say, but we got to start the show. All right, with that said, let's start off with cinema. What's happening in Hollywood?
Here we go.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a prop for this.
That's it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, so what's happening in cinema? So we got some cool stories out. I'm gonna start off with one that struck the music universe, struck Hollywood, is the death of DMX. So I mean, Nate, we all know him musically. We know his movies, okay? But of course, like we always say here, just because you're famous, you will always have demons in those closets. Wherever how high you are in the fame bar, whether you're Michael Jackson, we talked about Prince, whether Elvis, everyone has a demon in their closet, and some way, shape, or form, it gets them and takes them from us in this world. So with that said, rest in peace, DMX. But you got anything to say on this? I know a lot of people out there are DMX fans, so please put your thoughts on DMX, his music, his movies, whatever you like. Nate, please take over.
Yeah. All right. So I'll be honest, not a big DMX movie guy. I never have been, and I never will claim to be, and that's okay. But fine. His music, I grew up on. So when he came out, I was about 10, 11 years old when he first kind of major label stuff, right? It's dark and hell is hot and flesh of my flesh and then there was X was like my most listened to CD when I was in 7th grade. Like I was a big DMX fan as far as his music, and later on you hear like when I got a little older, like hearing his story, he was one of those rappers, and I don't think that it doesn't seem like they're made the same way anymore, but like he really, you could tell in his voice, you could tell in his grit, like he was not fake. He was not faking that, his whole persona. It wasn't a persona, right? Yeah. It was just him. You know what I mean? And I think he was great. I think he was a great artist. I won't say underrated, but I will say, because at the time he was out, he was big. He was platinum constantly. He's selling records. I think people forgot though. He didn't stay as relevant for as long. The true like hip hop, heads definitely, but in general, because he had a lot of hits. So commercially he was very successful. I think people kind of forgot, and now that he's passed, all of a sudden people are kind of going back to it. And the sad thing is that it takes sometimes these people to die before people go back and like listen to that music and then like discover it and things like that. So on one hand, I think if there's a silver lining, it's that now his music will probably reach more people that maybe didn't look. They're like, oh, who is this guy? Let me check him out. It's sad that he had to die for that to happen, But I've always been a big fan of his music. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, in terms of his music, I'm not all crazy with the hip-hop world of music. Like, I got some that I like. I'm not going to lie. It's not like I don't. But I did, and I grew up with when he came out with Rough Rider. I think that was his first single, right? His first big track was Rough Rider's
Anthem. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his big one. And I remember when that first dropped, and that was like the anthem for everybody. You were going down the block. You heard that everyone was part of the Rough Rider group. But then, my favorite track of his is the I'm About to Lose My Mind Up in Here. Now, that's my song. So, in honor of DMX, okay, in honor of DMX, when I'm about to do a rant, I'm going to be playing a clip of that song. I'm about to lose my mind up in here, and then I'm going to just start ranting. So that when I go Alex Soapbox is going to be in the mirror of DMX, I'm about to lose my mind up in here. But in terms of movies, I never seen none of his movies. Now, granted, I never went down, like, I never did. My wife did. She said those were awesome movies. So, again, I know he did a movie with Jet Li.
Cradle to the Grave.
Okay.
Yeah, Cradle to the Grave. I'm not a big fan of, like, Exit Wounds. I don't think it's that great. And I know we have a lot of people in the chat who are fans of Belly. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
As a film, I think it looks great. And it's cool that they cast a bunch of rappers, but that could have been to its detriment, to be honest. I don't think it's a great film. But it was landmark. It was a landmark film in that you had all hip hop leads, like Nas, DMX was in that, Method Man was in that.
Okay.
You had director was Hype Williams, who came from hip hop music videos. So it was landmark. I respect it more than I enjoy it, but I do like Cradle to the Grave. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. I know Stephanie requested for us to review it down the line on the Action Podcast, so that'll be your first time watching. That should be fun.
Yeah, so look, in terms of this, I'm going to read through you guys' stuff and the memories of DMX. So I'm going to read through all the stuff that you guys are remembering, whether it's his music and all this stuff. So let's have some fun here. Jonathan McCoy says, hey, Nate. Let's go. Everyone say rest in peace. Everyone say rest in peace. Robert says Belly, Exit Wounds. Unboxing says that's a good song too. Jose, I guess into music. BX Lenny said his flow was unique and no one would ever replicate that.
True.
Yeah. Robert says party up. Tracy says agree, Nate. Alex Thomas says this summer all you're going to hear is DMX songs. Absolutely. And one thing you did say is that it takes someone to die for their memories to come back to, like, it made them famous, because a lot of people were like that. Remember the Super Bowl? I think was it Katy Perry that Missy Elliott went on stage and half of the people did not know who the hell she was?
Yeah.
Remember that? I was just like,
Crazy.
what is Missy Elliott doing there? And I was the only one that knew who Missy Elliott was. And I was like,
they got no respect.
Yeah, they were like, who is this chick? I'm going on stage with Katy Perry. Let's see. Jose says stop, drop, closing up shop. There you go.
Closing up shop.
Closing up shop.
It's open up shop, but maybe he was trying to make a reference to him passing. I don't know.
Maybe. James Parris says agree. Movies are okay, but his music resonate more with me. Absolutely. Gigolo says DMX was the heart and soul of Rough Riders. Put them on the map. They owe everything to him. Absolutely.
Yeah, facts.
Very much in the words of Nate, facts. And then it says, Gigolo also said, Romeo Must Die and Belly.
Romeo Must Die was okay.
Okay.
Romeo Must Die was okay. Aaliyah was in that, and I used to like her, so it was all right.
All right, so let's see. And then you got Alex Thomas says Aaliyah and DMX are together. Yep. Missy Elliott is dope. Slept on.
Yes. Absolutely. Listen, you know what? There's some people who go back and do their research and listen to some older stuff, but for the most part, everyone stays very modern, especially with hip hop. Like, they like to stay modern, or only the biggest artists old stuff. So like Jay-Z, right? Because he's still relevant. So they'll go back and listen to him. But people who maybe not making a lot of music now, they don't go back and listen to them. Missy Elliott is one. DMX was one. Even someone like Nas, he doesn't put out tons of work, so people don't go back and check his old stuff, which is amazing. It's pretty shameful. Come on. I mean, you know what? As a movie watcher, I do that with films, and I wouldn't say I know as much about music as I do movies, but I am a big music fan. But I really listen to mostly only old stuff. I'm not super modern on it, which is maybe why I don't talk about it.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Saying these artists, I don't know who anybody is.
Don't worry, Ricky Martin would be next. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, who's Ricky Martin?
All of a sudden, everybody gonna be listening to Ricky Martin albums.
Yeah, Viva La Loca. You know what I mean? All right, guys, look. Other than that, look, rest in peace, DMX. You are going to be lived Your life is gonna be here. We're gonna be rocking your music every time I get angry because we're gonna be getting. Yes, sir. We're gonna be losing our minds up in here. With that,
I can't wait for you to get the clip.
I'm gonna get the clip. Yeah, by Wednesday we're gonna be losing my mind up in here. Even movies that I hate, I'm gonna play the track. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So next on the list, which is actually pretty crazy, Netflix signed a huge deal with Sony Pictures. But guess what, Nate? Is that Disney Plus is never going to see Spider-Man in their streaming service. So what do you think of that?
Oh, I like this. This is gonna create
mad drama.
Some spicy drama. All right, so they're gonna have all the MCU films except the 2 Spider-Man movies that they have. So far. Oh boy. You know what? At the end of the day, as much money as Netflix makes, Disney makes more.
Yeah.
I think they'll survive because they're already sharing profits with them, Sony at least, when it comes to the movies. So it's not like they're getting all the money off the Spider-Man movies. And as long as they can keep using him when they feel like it, with the Avengers movies or whatever, I think Disney will be like, they'll just be like, hey, look, we're rich. But I like it. I always like a move like that. Like, it is 2 juggernauts. So I wish it was like another streaming service. I wish it was like, I don't know, who's not a juggernaut yet?
Like Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus. I wish Paramount Plus made some kind of deal with Sony. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been real interesting. Some little up-and-comer, Yeah. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, these are already titans. So I would have liked that, but hey, look, why not take something from your competition? If you don't let them have it, then we have it. I don't think it's a game changer as far as like 2 Spider-Man movies, but whatever, I think it's a good move.
So look, this says, Sony signing this exclusive streaming distribution deal with Netflix. Future Marvel projects will still feature Spider-Man, but with solo films unavailable on Disney Plus. So basically, you get to have them in team-up movies, but anything that is solo is going straight to Netflix, not Disney Plus, which... I mean, who cares? I mean, everyone is gonna own it anyway, disc-wise. So, who cares?
This reminds me of the whole Incredible Hulk thing. Remember when the Incredible Hulk came out in 2008, and this was before Marvel was the MCU. It was kicking off, but they were still using other studios, right? Because Paramount released Iron Man, Universal released the Incredible Hulk. They were kind of working with those studios before Disney bought them, right?
Yeah.
And this is the exact reason why we never saw another Incredible Hulk solo film. Because Universal has the rights to any standalone Hulk movie. So if they want to make another Hulk movie, it has to be with Universal. Disney said, you know what? We'll put Hulk in Thor. You know what? We'll put Hulk in Iron Man. You know what? We'll put Hulk in Avengers. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, they're going to do what they got to do to make their money. And, then, I mean, whatever. This is not that big of a deal in the grand scheme. These movies are for mostly hardcore fans. They're going to buy them when they come out on disc. They're going to have their full MCU set. Who cares if you can't stream all 28 movies in a row on one streaming service? Everyone has both. Let's be real. Everyone has Netflix and Disney Plus. You just switch over to Netflix when it's time for Spider-Man, and then you switch back over to Disney Plus when you're done.
That's it.
Simple. Look, I solved it for everybody.
There you go. Nate, you are a genius. I don't think people thought of that. They were like, oh, my God. But let's see what people are saying. What am I going to do? So much streaming services.
They're not all in one place. Oh, man.
What am I going to do? All right, here we go. Chad Henny's in the house. He says, are you guys big wrestling fans? A casual wrestling fan is myself. I used to be big, but now I'm casual. But all right, let's see what we got here. Hello, chat. Alex Thomas says Disney was never going to get Spider-Man. No, but they got him for now in their Marvel movies.
They got him enough.
Yeah, they got him enough. To make him popular. Let's see what we got. James Perry says nope. Disney makes bid to buy Netflix. Maybe
they might.
Yeah, maybe. BX Lenny says Peacock is horrible. Yeah, Peacock is horrible. I figured that out during WrestleMania.
Every time I try to do anything, it freezes on me.
You can't rewind.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, I was like, you sneeze and the damn thing collapses. I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, Let's see. Alex Thomas says, that's why I own them physically. I don't have to worry about this situation. Absolutely.
Yeah. You're right.
Quicksand Dan says Sony comes out with their own streaming service and just shows Spider-Man. Pretty much they could and everyone
Sony
would love
Plus.
it. Yes, Spider-Man Plus. That's what you're going to do.
Just call it Spider-Man Plus.
Yeah,
and then we'll
Spider-Man
have
Plus.
all of their Spider-Man movies and some other Sony. Sony got a good catalog. So
They do.
like Columbia Pictures, that's all Sony. You know, hey, you can do it.
And all in one place for your amazing Spider-Mans 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
All your Sam Raimi Spider-Mans 1, 2 and 3. Your Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse. The Oscar Award.
Those are Spider-Man Plus.
Yes, Spider-Man Plus.
$8.99.
$8.99. You get all the amazing animations of Spider-Man all in one place.
They'll be
Let's
like,
see.
it's an amazing deal. And the web will like shoot out.
Yeah, they go,
$8.99. Get caught in the web, and it'll just have like all the titles. All the titles will be in the web. Right? You just gotta click through it to pick what you want to watch. I'll sign up for Spider-Man Plus.
I know you are.
Do a 30-day trial. I'll try it.
Oh, of course you will. All right, here we go. 4K Corner saying good evening to everyone on the panel and in chat. Hey, what's up, 4K Corner? Unboxing said, I mean, Disney Plus are missing the 3 MCU movies, which is Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, and The Incredible Hulk. I guess, but you never.
That's what I'm saying.
They
won't get the Hulk because of the stupid Universal thing.
Pretty much.
It's always gonna haunt them. Yeah.
No, I mean it does.
They don't care though. They don't care.
Of course not. James Paris says, besides Netflix service is better than Disney Plus, the interface is sort of sucks. They have a lot of work to do. I don't know. I kind of like the interface with Disney Plus. I thought this is very easy to navigate.
This is a great idea. We should do a show where we review all the different streaming services, like the interfaces, and just see which one is, and then like rank them. We should do like a streaming service ranking.
Yes, we should. Why not?
We should do it.
Let's have
Everyone
some fun
has
with
them.
that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do that. 4K Quarter said was good. BS Lenny says Peacock will have exclusive rights to Namor. Namor? Oh, that's
Namor.
The
water guy.
The Aquaman version.
The not Aquaman.
Yeah. Peacock will have exclusive rights to Howard the Duck.
Sick.
Yeah. Unboxing says, I will be honest, I own all the Spider-Man movies on 4K disc and 4K digital. All right, so you don't need to worry about it, my brother. Don't need to worry about it. Tracy Perez says, the best match of the entire WrestleMania was the one with Bad Bunny. I mean, Bad Bunny. Yeah. We're gonna talk about some of that.
Tracy.
Yeah, we're gonna get some Bad Bunny. But yeah, so all right, so thoughts on this? Look, again, it's for people that do not own these physical copies, should worry about if they want to get their Spider-Mans all in one place. Like Nate says, all you have to do is just switch the damn services and you're good to go. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to jump off the ledge. But we're going to have some fun now. All right, so let's get into some WrestleMania. All right, Nate?
Okay.
Let's get to some WrestleMania stuff. All right.
Looking forward to this. This is going to be fun.
Let's talk about some WrestleMania. Let me pull up some cards here. All right, so first night. All right, let's talk about WrestleMania Day 1. So we had the first match of the night was the WWE Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Now, I kind of enjoyed that match. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I didn't like the ending of it. I was just like, typical WWE ending for me. The dude gets up, and then all of a sudden he drops. And I was like, oh, boo. I thought he should have hulked up and said, brother. And then it went all crazy. But what did you think of this? What did you think of the match?
Well, I just want to start off first by saying I'm very upset. I watched the entire thing kind of mad because I wanted to go. But they were only selling these tickets in groups of 4, you know? And I couldn't get 3 other people to commit to go. So
how much were the tickets?
They were cheap, bro. They were absolutely cheap. Floor seats, sub $300. The up seats, if you wanted to sit far away from everybody with the cardboard people, they were like $80, $70. Like, I paid more than that, and I sat on the freaking roof at MetLife Stadium, and I paid more than that. So I sat on the helicopters that flew over. You know what? I was a mile away. Anyway, so I was a little upset. Okay, first match. So I gotta say, very interesting. Start with this rain delay. I think we got to set the scene here, right? Vince McMahon comes out. He says, wow, welcome to WrestleMania!
Yeah, welcome to WrestleMania!
With his like super wet sounding voice.
Didn't he look like Walter Mercado?
He is looking old. He looks like an
hurt.
old bird.
Yeah, he looks hurt.
He looks like an old bird.
Yeah.
So That was great. The hype package was good. Then the rain delay comes, right? And then you have these guys doing promos. I'm going to give credit to some. Some of those promos are really good. Some of those promos, not as good. Okay? Drew McIntyre, not very good. Bobby Lashley, not very good. Kevin Owens, very good. New Day, very good. Seth Rollins, very good.
That was okay. That one felt weird.
Cesaro was my jam. That was hilarious. He kept saying Cesaro.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
He was humorous. He did what he could.
Yeah.
But they did what they could. It was fun. Whatever. Okay, match. I agree with you. I thought it was fine. For two big dudes, wrestling. I definitely thought Drew McIntyre was going to win. I'm not mad that he didn't, to be honest with you. I'm cool with Lashley. I hate when these guys get these belts and then their chance for like two months or like 1 month. You know what I mean? Like, let the man have a reign. That you brought him back to be a star player. Let him. I'm cool with the results. I agree with you. I didn't love the exact ending because this guy looked like an idiot. Drew McIntyre looks like an idiot because MVP just says Bobby, and then he looks over like he's so distracted, and then he misses his kick, and then that was it. It was kind of dumb, but overall, it was a solid match, a good opener, and I'm glad that he got to come out, be the first one out with the fans and everything like that. That was pretty neat. It was fine.
It was all right. Guys, let us know. I mean, I know you guys are going all over the place with the WrestleMania.
They're going crazy.
Yeah, let's go with the first match. I promise you guys we're going to hit every match of the night so we can talk about it. Let's talk about the Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Let us know, what are your thoughts on that match, of the first match of the day one night. But honestly, I agree with you. That yelling distraction thing was so stupid because I was like, come on, dude, you could have at least put the cane in the middle and tripped them or something. But it was just like, you're right. It was just so like unnecessary. It just
literally said, Bobby. And then that. All these people are screaming the whole time. He's not distracted. This one guy goes, Bobby! And he looks over. Why would he look? His name's not Bobby. Why would he even look over?
Yeah.
It was kind of stupid, but...
Yeah, you're right. Jose gave it a 3 out of 5. Actually, that's a pretty accurate score. I think I would give it that. Yeah.
I'll give it 3 out of 5. It was fine. It was fine.
No,
it wasn't
I
bad
agree.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Unboxing said I didn't see it, so I don't have an opinion on that. Or the other matches. Alrighty then.
He doesn't watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Quicksand Dan also hasn't watched since it was called WWF. That's fine.
That's okay.
I honestly don't watch much. I just watch these kind of big shows. So
yeah, pretty much
kind of right there with you.
Let's see. Gigolo said Lashley will hold the title for a long time. They're building up the Hurt Business as a stable. Okay. Hey, awesome.
I love that. I love a good stable, to be honest.
BX Lenny said Drew undersold the finisher, and he will most likely not champ again. Okay, he won't be the champ again.
We'll see about that. He's pretty over. Yeah, we'll see about that.
James Paris said they made a mistake. We're not talking about Oscar right now.
Getting ahead. Yeah,
Yeah, what are you talking about here? All right, so let's go to the next match. 4K Corner says, I think they are kind of hoping for Lashley versus Brock as well. Yeah, that could be big.
I see that.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so let's get to the next match, which I think was a snooze fest, and it stunk. It was the tag team turmoil to determine the women's tag team championship. A number one contender was Natalya and Tamina. They're the ones who won, but this was a stinker of a match. But anyway, it was Lana and Naomi, which Naomi's a great wrestler. That's one.
The best part of that was just their entrance. It was pretty cool with their dark jackets.
Right, and then you got Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. And then you got the Riot Squad.
Rose slipped.
That was funny. And then you got the Riot Squad, and then Billie Kane and Carmella. This was a horrible, horrible match. I will give this a 1 out of 5. There's no zeros. I'll give it a 1 out of 5.
All right, so spoiler alert, I guess, because we still got 5 more on this first night. This was my least favorite match as well.
Okay.
Look, I when it comes to the women wrestling, like I like my girls that I like. My cousin James and Tracy in the chat. They know who I'm a fan of. They know who I ride with, and none of them were in this match. So I'm not really invested. I think Natalya's overrated. Everyone talks about she's one of the greatest technical. No, she's not. She's overrated. I like Liv Morgan because I think she's hot. So that was cool. She was dressed like Harley Quinn. She was pretty cool. Other than that, this did nothing for me either. For some reason, all of a sudden, everyone likes Tamina Snuka. Apparently, trash. I didn't like this match either. I will give it a 1.5 because of when Mandy Rose slipped. It made me laugh. So for the entertainment factor, 0.5 point. But no, I didn't like it either.
All right. Let's see what everyone's saying here. Jose said 1.5 out of 5 for that match.
Right on. Yeah, same.
James Paris said that that tag team turmoil was bad. He gave it a 1 out of 4. Gigolo said that the Riot Squad should have won that match.
Probably.
He said,
I like them better.
Yeah, he said, this is unboxing. He said, what would you rather watch? That wrestling match that you hate Alex, or watch Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern?
You gotta pick the match. I mean, it's shorter.
Yeah,
right?
it's shorter.
It's not 2 hours.
It's not a 2 hour.
Matches are 2 hours
Yeah,
long.
pretty much. Yeah, I'd rather do that.
This is only 14 minutes.
Yeah, Alex Thomas said, what's your favorite WrestleMania? Mine was WrestleMania 23 and 24.
Oh, I like that question.
That's a
I
good
think we
one.
should field some of these questions in between.
Yeah.
Favorite
I don't
WrestleMania?
remember WrestleManias like that, but I remember the one that Shawn Michaels was gliding through. Remember when he was gliding through the top into the ring? I don't remember which one that one was, but I guess that was against Razor Ramon, wasn't it?
10 or 11. Yeah, no, it wasn't 10. It was it might have been 11 or 12 when he fought. That was when he faced Bret Hart, I think.
Bret Hart, yes, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
I think it was 12.
Yeah.
My favorite, I don't know. It might be one. I've been to 3. My favorite, I'll say my favorite that I've been to, because I'd really have to think about that more.
Okay.
Was definitely the one here in Orlando. I mean, it's a good. If you go back and watch it, like, it's good. You know, besides the Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, which was horrible, it was great. But that was when the Hardy Boys came back, and I swear I never heard a louder pop in my entire life.
That was a good one, yeah.
If there was a roof, it literally would have blown off if there was a roof on the building. The Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match. Everyone talks about them all part time. That was their best match easily. All they did was spam finishers for 5 minutes. Everyone was hyped. It was great. It was fun. I was there in New York for the Kofi Kingston one, and that was cool. But I would say that one. So 34, I think. But everyone was in Orlando.
Okay.
33 or 34. Yeah,
all right, let's see what people are saying here, because everyone now is chiming in. Let me see. Robert. All right. Gigolo says Natalya needs to stick to single competition. Tamina is not that good, and I understand why they are pushing her. James Paris said 1 out of 5 for the tag team turmoil. Sorry, it was poor and botched fest. Oh, that's something we're going to be talking about the whole night, because everything was being botched. Jay Manley said, I stopped watching years ago. CM Punk was the last time I watched.
Oh, I like CM Punk.
Yeah.
I like him.
Robert makes the cut, says, how about the Masters? He's laughing. BX Lenny says, Tamina has been there 10 years, and WrestleMania should have been her moment. I guess.
I have something to say about that, because the next comment's similar.
Okay.
J Mac. Yeah, go ahead. M Jack
1971 says everyone is behind Tamina now because she has been there 10 years and has never have a belt other than the 24/7, and she's getting there soon. I don't think she's gonna become a superstar like that.
Here's what I have to say with that.
Yeah.
If the logic is that just because you're there for a long time, you should automatically be put in or get some kind of title, right? They call it the old gold watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, because Tamina's never been good. Like, she's never been a great wrestler. She's never had a great match. No one, I can't even remember any match where I was like, wow, remember that Tamina Snuka match? It's never happened. So I agree with that point if someone like Kofi Kingston, who's put on great work, great matches, constantly great. It's a feel-good story. It doesn't apply to just every single person who's been there for a long time. Because if that was the case, then heck, there's guys who wrestled for forever that never even sniffed titles. You know what I mean? Look at Cesaro. Cesaro's been there forever, right? And we're gonna get to his match. I think he's legit great in the ring.
Yeah, he's good.
He's never had a big main title run or anything. I don't agree with it. I think you got to do the work, and I think you got to be good. And I agree with Triborough, who said Tamina ain't that good. She's not. I agree.
I agree with you. I don't think she's good. She needs more seasoning in terms of the ring. But we'll talk about that in a few. Horror Coffee Ross said WrestleMania 13 is his favorite. Jose said WrestleMania 18, Icon versus Icon. That is another iconic. We could tackle this in one of the shows if people are very into the. If people really want to dive more into WrestleMania, that's something me and you could cover. We could bring in some people onto the show that are wrestling fans, and we could talk about favorite moments.
4K Corner's a wrestling guy. James is a wrestling guy. Jose's a wrestling guy. Tribo's a wrestling guy.
Yeah, maybe we could do a WrestleMania show and bring people on, and we could talk about this. So, all right, I don't want to continue too much craziness on the thing. So I'll take one more. 4K Corner says TakeOver was better than the two nights. All right, so here we go. Let's go to the next one. The next one was Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. This was an actual good match. I really enjoyed this match. I always liked Cesaro. I think he's a really good wrestler, but they just never pushed him to superstardom, I guess you could say. Like, they didn't give him that peak. And I think he was in the wrong era. Because if he was in the Attitude Era, he would become a legend. Because I think he has that good persona. If you know what I mean. Like, if he had one of those gimmicky, like one of those fun gimmicky something that people like, I think he would become like him and, like, say, Kurt Angle. Like, if he was part of the Kurt Angle, Team Angle, that would have been awesome. But
yeah. I mean, as far as work rate, I think he would have fit in, with that group. I think as far as character, he probably would have been bigger in the 80s because he came in as the Swiss, like he was a foreigner. He was good looking, he's fit. The dude was shredded. He was strong as crap. Yeah. Pound for pound, maybe the strongest dude. Honestly, he's not as thick as a lot of the other wrestlers, but he does stuff that's like way more impressive than a lot of them. Yeah. I think he would have been big. I always loved Cesaro. I get the whole thing of like character and like talking. And he's not amazing, whatever. No. Listen, you could give him a manager. They tried it for a little bit. Remember? At first he was like he was with Paul Heyman for a little bit, I thought. No, that was Curtis Axel. He was with this guy, Zeb Coulter, the Un-Americans or whatever. Give him someone to talk then. If he's not a good talker, give him someone to talk. Look, Brock Lesnar barely talks, and he's,
he never talks. He's just there.
Yeah. Because he got that high voice, and they don't want people to hear it. Cesaro he's great in the ring. He is a good. I'm more into work than like. I'm not crazy. I don't care about characters as much or whatever. Okay. Sometimes they resonate. I like work in the ring. What can you do? And both of these guys are awesome. Seth Rollins is great in the ring. Mm-hmm. Cesaro is great in the ring. I would give this match a 4 out of a 5. I thought it was very good. I like he went for the stomp and he popped him up into the European uppercut. I loved it. I love the swing without the hands, the UFO or whatever it was called. Yeah. Sick. I enjoyed it.
Honestly, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5, Nate. I really enjoyed this match. I thought this was really good. I think they put actually two wrestlers that knew each other in the ring and complemented each other's style and made it into a great match. And it was Cesaro's first WrestleMania win, isn't it? Like, that was his big thing of
solo,
the night.
His first solo win. Yeah, because he won the Andre the Giant thing that one time, but it's his first solo win. Yeah. Yeah.
So congratulations on that. Let's see what everyone is saying on this match right now. Yeah. James Paris says it's been to okay, so James Perry, I know a lot of people is talking, so I'm trying to find out where I cut off.
You got you can tell who's the wrestling fan.
Yeah, I can tell already because everyone's going. So James Perry says Cesaro needs a main event push. All right. M. Jack says agree, TakeOver was better. All right. BX90 says Cesaro is one of the best wrestlers, but not on the mic skills. All right. Sure. Gigolo says Cesaro is a good wrestler, but how many times have Seth beaten him in the past? This was a match more to make Cesaro look good than Steph. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
He doesn't need it.
James Perry said 5 out of 5 for that match. Second best match of the whole event. All right. Let's see. Tribor Gigolo says, I agree. They are doing it now with Rita, and she is not ready. Just a new face behind a title. All right. Let's see. BS90 says Brock is not a good wrestler, nor he is good on the mic.
Okay, so I was right. James said Cesaro had Oksana, who was a terrible manager, but then he was with Paul Heyman for a little bit. Okay. Watched. He would have been a perfect guy for Paul Heyman to work with, but, whatever.
Yeah. 4K Corner, 5 out of 5, Cesaro versus Rollins. All right, they agree with me.
Okay.
James Perry says...
also gave it a 5, yeah.
Yeah, let me see. All right, so they're talking about Brock's skills. We're not going to go into that. All right, so here we go.
Brock is good. People hate on him. Yeah. My man's is good in the ring. I don't care what anyone says.
All right, so next on the title card was the Raw Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles and Omos.
Omos, or something like that.
Yeah, versus the New Day. This match stunk. I don't care what anyone says. This match was not good at all. This was not a good match. And if I had to rate this I will give it a 2 out of a 5. This was not a good match, dude. You like this match?
I disagree.
You like this one?
I disagree. So I'll tell you why. One, New Day, essentially worked heel in this match. Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
they were talking trash. They were like doing the whole cutting off the ring. I like that because what it did was it made the crowd so excited for that big giant dude to come in the match. Perfectly done. That's number one. Number two, AJ Styles is one of the best. We don't got to talk about him. He was selling like crazy.
No, yeah,
he did the job. He's fantastic, right? When this man came in the ring, they did exactly what they needed to do. He looked like an absolute monster. That's all I want from my 7'3" gigantic humans. Be a monster. He was a monster. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't love tag wrestling in general. Not anymore. I used to, but it worked for me. I love a good big monster that is like, looks cool. He looks cool. I don't care. Amos or whatever looks cool. AJ hit the phenomenal forearm off his shoulders. I like that spot. I would give it like a 3 as well, like the first match.
It's funny. I mean, they have some cool moments, WrestleMania moments, you want to say. But in terms of the matches, so I couldn't see it being that good. BX90 said Nate is the Vince of Levels of Geeks. Yes. Now I want to know what the hell. I gotta know what the hell I am to you, Jimmy. What am I?
Pat Patterson.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Pat Patterson. I'm Dusty Rhodes, baby. I'm Dusty Rhodes. I'm WWE. I'm Dusty. I got the rhyming. No, I'm Ric Flair because I'm the entertainer. Woo!
Yeah.
I was styling and profiling. But so yeah, so
what did you give this one? A 1? You didn't?
I give it a 2. I give it a 2. I give it a 2.
A 2? Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I thought there was some cool spots, but once he came in, I was like, holy crap. But they did the same thing with Braun, though. Remember, Braun was super strong, and then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. He got kryptonite. Like, everyone could now beat his ass.
Well, as long as they don't blow it, this was the perfect team for him to debut against because they're 11-time champ. They're big time. New Day is big time. So
no, they are big.
It gives him the rub, You always got to give the guy the rub if you want him to look good. He looked good. He didn't take the drop kick. He just fell right off of him, which was hilarious. I was into it. I was into it for the most part. All
right, let's see. James Perez says 3 out of 5 from the match. It did what it was needed, and like Nate said, New Day made the 7'3" look good. Yeah. Exactly. Did what they needed to do. All right, so Becklish is in the house. How you doing, Becklish?
Becklish is here.
Yeah, she's here.
Hi.
All right, so the next match on the night was a steel cage match.
It's a doink.
Yeah. The steel cage match between Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. Another steel cage for Shane McMahon. Hey, what's up, Dallas Cowboy fan? He's in the house.
Hey.
All right, dude, I thought this match was entertaining. I'm not going to go all crazy. It was an entertaining match. I gave it a 3 out of 5. That's a good in our rating system. That's a good. It's not great and it's not perfect. It's a good match. It was entertaining. I always liked Braun Strowman as a wrestler. He's a big brute, but they never know how to use him right now. Right. I liked it. And I always loved Shane McMahon as when he came out in the thing. 4K Killer gave it a 2 out of 5. But what did you give this?
Okay. I'm right there with you. I gave it a 3. You know what? There's as much as I love work rate, that's my preference of wrestling. I do enjoy a good. This match worked. It wasn't too long. That's number one. Shane took that sick bump. Listen, you know what? I know that's what he's known for, but it's still impressive to see an old guy like that jump off of the top of a cage and land flat on his back. You know what I mean? It was a little stupid with the booking in the beginning, like with the 2 guys coming out and Elias and that other dude hitting him with the chairs. And then this guy wants to stick his arm in the thing and wave. I don't like when they make people look too stupid. Like earlier, Drew McIntyre with Bobby, and he looks over. And now this time with this guy sticking his hand, just get down. If he would have just dropped down, he would have won.
Yeah.
So that was a little dumb. But I had a good time like you. I was entertained. And sometimes if you're not going to be an amazing wrestler, at least entertain me.
Yeah.
At least want to entertain me. And I like Braun's entrance with the steam. It's like a train sound. It's like a bunch of smoke.
Yeah, I love that.
That's pretty sick. And when that smoke cleared, my man was looking jacked. But this guy had a 6-pack.
He did.
I was like, okay, he's coming to work. So
You're going to get these.
I liked it. 3 out of 5 for me as well.
I give it a 3 out of 5. Let's see what it says. Tribor Gigolo says, I seen better matches with Shane versus Big Show or Shawn Michaels in the past. Right, but you got to remember,
not his
dude,
best match,
Shane
yeah.
is old. So it's not like you're going to get the 100% Shane O'Mac. But you know what? Like Nate said, this guy took a big dump. I mean, a bump. Maybe I took a dump too. Yeah, he just shat himself. Yeah. He was like, that was a good spot. Let's see what is going on here. Dallas Cowboy fan says, good spot, Shane. Overall match, 3 out of 5. He agreed with us.
Right.
4K Corner said, this match was not what we typically see from Shane, coast to coast with no chair, and we've seen him have a bigger moment than being thrown basically off the top rope. Yeah,
agreed, but that doesn't necessarily take away from to say everyone's done something better usually.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that it's not a sick spot and like I didn't enjoy watching it. Sure, falling off the Titantron was better. Sure, jumping off the thing at WrestleMania against Undertaker and hitting the table was better, but it's still good. But only a 3 good, not great.
Maybe. Unboxing says there should be a Nate Steins movie where Alex and Nate go up against each other. That would be a good matchup right there.
Okay.
We'll figure
do wrestling promos.
We'll cut each other promos.
We'll get wigs. Yeah, we'll get Hulk Hogan wigs and Macho Man glasses.
Yeah, I get Brutus the Beefcake, the scissors. Yeah,
clippers.
Yeah, we'll have fun with that. All right, so here we go. So the next one. So this was the to me the best match of the men's night. I gotta say was the Bad Bunny Damian Priest versus The Miz and Johnny Morrison. This is hands down a 5 out of 5. What I gotta say though is The Miz and Johnny Morrison made Bad Bunny look great in the ring. These guys made him shine, and I am happy for it. I mean, we all know The Miz is a really good wrestler. I mean, we don't have to go all crazy on how great he is, but Bad Bunny looked phenomenal for someone that was not in the damn ring. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
You know, he was great. I'm not into his music. I don't even know who the hell he is. But you know what? He had his WrestleMania moment, and he looked kind of great. Yeah. So what did you think of this match when you saw it? Were you one of those going, can he wrestle?
No. So, when it comes to the celebrity matches, that's the thing, right? It's always like, can this person do anything in the ring? And not only was this guy good, he looked like he could be like a wrestler because he started the match. Usually, right, the other guy starts it, and then he does all the work, and then they tag in the celebrity, and the celebrity gets hit 3 times, and then does a splash, and then an arm drag, and then he wins, right? You know, like that's the formula. Yeah. This man went in and started the match first. Okay, some of his punches, they didn't look that great. Whatever, who cares? But you know what he did? He did like tornado DDT. Yeah. He did a Canadian destroyer. I mean, come on. I mean, most of that goes to Morrison, let's be honest. But it doesn't matter. It still looked cool as hell. I love John Morrison. He's athletic, so he can, you know, they work well. The finish was great. This Priest guy looks cool. You know, he came out good. I don't think it was the best. It wasn't my favorite, but it was way better than I thought it was going to be. So I got to give it credit for that. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. I would give this one a 4. I was very entertained and I was very impressed. Yeah.
The only reason why I give it a 5 because I never seen a non-wrestler go in that ring and pull off maneuvers that this guy did. Like that's why I had to give it a crazy 5 because I'm like this dude did an exploder in the damn in the padded mats. He did a hurricanrana. Like this dude was doing
tornado DDT. Yeah, he did a dive off the top rope to the outside. Like he did his thing. Yeah.
He looks stiff at certain points. I mean, I'm not like a wrestling guru here on how to do maneuvers, but he did pretty good. He did the package where he wrapped him around and he spun on the floor to a pinning
like a
maneuver.
Roll up or a small
whatever small package. That would look pretty good. Let's see what people are saying here. 4K Corner said a 5 out of 5. Bad Bunny took it seriously and really trained for it. Best non-wrestler to step in the ring. James Perez said 5 out of 5 match. Everyone did everything right, and Bad Bunny did work. He sold pain, and he did better than a bunch of NXT guys. Best celebrity match ever. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame, I have a feeling.
From one match.
Pretty much from one match. Tracy Perez said agree 4K Corner and James. Jose said 5 out of 5 for this match. Gigolo said, did they bring Morrison back just to team up with his friend The Miz? No, he's been there for a while, right?
No, but since he's been back, he's been with The Miz.
Oh, okay. There you go. Dallas Cowboy fan says, Bad Bunny is a fan of WWE, so he trained pretty hard. Still shocked how well he performed. 5 out of 5. BX Lanny says, Pat McAfee in War Games was great.
Oh, that's true. Right. Yeah, Pat McAfee was good.
Who the hell is that?
He used to be I think he was a football player, and then he became like an announcer, like a personality type guy, and then he was in a match in NXT. He was good. That is true.
All right, so here we go. Gigolo says Bad Bunny or Dominic Mysterio, who's better in the ring? Well, Dominic Mysterio is his son of Ray, right?
Actually trained. Yeah, and he actually is trained. Like, he's a wrestler. He doesn't do anything else. He's new, but he's a wrestler. Bad Bunny's literally a music artist.
Yeah.
Who, since Royal Rumble to now, I heard he's been training, but that's only 3 months. And he looked like he'd been doing it for longer than that. So, I mean, Dominic's probably better, but I was more impressed with Bad Bunny than Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, and his father's a legend. So, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, you can't say that some of their kids come out good. Look at Tamina Snooker. She ain't that good.
Yeah. I just can't give it a 5 because, like, for me, a 5, it's got to be, because I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are throwing 5s. I get it. Yeah. For me, the only way I'm giving it a 5 is, like, if the wrestling is amazing. And it was good. And I think it was good because he's not a wrestler.
Right.
But if he was a wrestler, that's not a 5. If he was a wrestler, no one's giving that match a 5. You know what I mean? If he's Dominic Mysterio, no one's giving it a 5. Because he's a non-wrestler, it's more impressive. I stick with my 4.
How about this? Were you super entertained with this match?
I was entertained. Yeah.
Okay,
not
so there you
super,
go.
But yeah, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I gave it a 4. I liked it. Yeah, it was fun.
All right, there you go. He said he's a punter for the Colts. Oh, okay, so a kicker.
He was.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that. Awesome. Let's see. Tribal Gigolo says, not a fan of Bad Bunny. Maybe he should consider a new career. Then what? I guess wrestling.
In wrestling, I don't think so.
I don't think he's gonna leave music.
Highly successful. I'm a Puerto Rican, and all my Puerto Rican friends love Bad Bunny. So I think he's doing all right for himself.
Yeah, I don't think he's leaving his music career for WWE.
No, he just like won a Grammy and stuff.
He's good. A 5 if you caught up in the moment. Okay, there you go. Okay. It's all right. Yeah. All right, so here we go. The last match of the night was the Women's SmackDown Championship match. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks, the boss.
Sasha Banks. All
right, this match, I ain't gonna lie, dude, it was best women's match of the night. It was hands down the best. I mean, they had slippery conditions. A lot of people were botching moves, even the guys throughout the night, because it was raining hard. So I like this match. I thought it was really good. Showed the world that Bianca Belair means business, and she is a super, super strong woman. She picked up she picked up Sasha Banks and just carried her up the stairs with a press. What is it? One of those press holds.
Yeah.
And I was floored. She was good, and then she hit her with the Indiana Jones crack whip at the end of the match to win it. Yeah,
that was so loud. Did you hear? Like,
did I hear it?
I could hear it here in my home in Orlando from. Dude, I had the window open.
Let me just tell you, that whip sounded like Superman when he died and he cried. He was like, oh. Everyone heard that whip. Even the dudes in Atlantis was like, heard that whip. Like, what the hell just happened? But yeah, so what did you think? I gave this match a 5. I was really into this match. This was a really good match. What did you give it?
Yeah. In this case, I would give this one a 5. I think, and we'll get to it later, but one thing is both main events nailed it. And we'll get to the other one later, but this one, I'm glad they got the spot. They gave it to the women. This was way better than the last time women main evented, which was that triple threat with Rousey and Charlotte. And that match is not good. Like, it's not that good of a match. It's historic, but it was not good. This match was good. The wrestling was good. The story was good. Sasha Banks, my girl. I love Sasha Banks. Unfortunately, she's 0-6 at WrestleMania, which, whatever. It doesn't matter. Bianca gets the rub. I like Bianca Belair. She's from NXT. I don't watch, like I said, I've already said it. I don't watch weekly, so I don't know much about her. She looks cool, though. She's super athletic. She's strong as crap. I liked it. I thought the entrances were great. It had the big fight feel. Like, right before the match started, it was like, ooh, this feels like a main event. So I think they did a good job with that. I would also give it a 5. I thought it was a great match.
It was pretty good. Tribal Gigolo gave it a 4 out of a 5. Jose gave it a 5 out of a 5. James Paris said this was a good match, 4.5 out of a 5.
James,
Beck
this
is
is
laughing.
Better than Bad Bunny. Come on. You gave Bad Bunny a 5, and these two girls who are actually great at wrestling a 4.5.
Yeah. Yeah, disrespectful. How dare you? Gigolo said, I was rooting for Bianca, but she used dirty tactics with her hair just to win. Oh, no.
That wasn't dirty.
That was not
Sasha
dirty.
Grabbed it first.
Yeah.
Sasha tried to use her hair against her.
Yeah, she was pulling that hair throughout the whole match, and you could tell it was pissing her off. And she just gave her that whip in the stomach. So she said tate quieto right there. Yeah, she got the hit. Right. Jamel Lopez, hey, what's up? And congratulations, my friend. The match was good, but Bianca's ponytail is questionable when she hits Sasha with it, and it made the whip sound. The ponytail is a whip with a braid. The referee did nothing but act like an idiot. Look.
That's true. Why is that not illegal? It's kind of a weapon.
It's part of the body, though. It's like, so the way Jimmy explained it to me like this in football. When you tackle someone and you yank their hair down, it's considered a tackle, isn't it? That's what he told me.
Yeah, it is allowed. So if their hair is hanging out of their helmet and you grab it, that's allowed.
So then there you go. So in wrestling, it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. So why don't they all just get big extensions and just beat each other with them? Like, imagine a hair versus hair whip match, and they just gotta beat the crap out of each other with hairs. They put a kendo stick in it, and then they just hit each other with it. I'm for it.
They should just they should have her in a net, like every time she has a wrestling, because now she's gonna have to wear a hairnet because people are gonna be questioning. She's gonna whip the crap out of people because dude, you heard it. It was crazy. All right, so let's see. Sasha is the reverse Undertaker at WrestleMania 0-6. Yeah.
Facts.
Pretty much. Gigolo says 0-6, and she was the champ entering the match. The disrespect for Sasha is ridiculous. He is angry. He won reputation.
She is a 6-time champ, so I don't think they're they're not disrespectful towards her, but I always root for her at WrestleMania, but now I know never to do that because she will lose.
Pretty much. 4K Corner says Bianca versus Jade Cargill across the companies. All right.
Oh, okay.
Beckler says, Alex, do the whip impression again. Yeah, all you heard was whoopsh. Oh! Because you heard that joint. It was just like...
It was loud. It was super loud.
Dude, I heard that joint. All you heard is whoosh. And I was like, oh! Even the ref, when you saw the ref do this, you knew that shit was real. Like, you knew something went down. James Patterson entertaining, giving it an additional 0.5. The move, Bad Bunny ahead. It's a great match, but I expected that, which is why I ranked it above Sasha. Okay. Jiggler said, I agree with Jamel.
Where's the sound effect?
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You want the wrong?
Yeah.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
There you go. Let me see. Triborger says, I agree, James. Jamel. She did dirty tactics. I say that also.
Wrong, sir. Ooh. Wrong.
That's right.
I like Quicksand Dan's comment.
What he said?
Fists are weapons.
That's right. Fists are weapons.
So I guess if you're allowed to punch each other, then you can eat each other.
You can use the whip.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
she should come out with Devo. Whip it. It's a shame. Then you see Sasha. Yeah, whoosh, you just see you getting hit in the stomach like 3,000 times from the different angles. 4K Corner says she always used in matches in NXT, so it's not considered a weapon. There you go, people.
So this is par for the course.
Yeah. So there you have it. All right. So let's get to night 2. So what do you grade? All right. So everyone, what do you grade the entire day 1? I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I thought it was a pretty decent day 1. I thought it was pretty good to start off the whole thing.
I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4. It was very good. It was cool to see the crowd back. You know what I didn't like?
What do you like?
You know what I love that I didn't get here?
What?
A great entrance. I love WrestleMania entrances. I'm a sucker for a cool entrance. And on night 1, there was pyro, which is cool. I like Braun Strowman's with the smoke. It was cool. There was a couple that were cool, but none of them were amazing. Like Bad Bunny coming in on a semi-truck wasn't that great. I need it better. Remember when Rusev came in on a tank? That's what I'm talking about. Coming on a tank, do something when freaking Triple H is like Mad Max or a Terminator or, Undertaker. I needed a great entrance. They were all just okay. I'm surprised they didn't take advantage with fans.
Well, you got to think
it was a 4 for me.
You got to think also it's raining. So they couldn't do much.
I know Seth Rollins got messed up because they had all those pillars with fire and
it was wet.
Lit.
Yeah.
So
you saw the wet. Yeah.
So that might have been cool. Yeah.
No. You're right. Let's see. Gigolo says the night 1, I give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I agree with that. James Perry says day 1 is a 4 out of 5 for sure. Best entrance was Mandy Rose falling. Jose says New Day coming out from a giant cereal box. That was a few years ago. I
That
don't
was
think that was
classic.
this year.
Yeah,
right?
but that was no. I think he's just saying a classic entrance.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
got you.
awesome. They came
Yeah.
out of a giant cereal box dressed as Dragon Ball Z. That was hilarious.
Now, question. This is what I wanted to ask you before we go on to the next topic here. What did you think of the I think co-hosts are so stupid for WrestleMania.
Pointless.
They don't do nothing, right? Like,
Pointless.
you got Hulk Hogan and Titus O'Neil. Those dudes were god-awful. Hulk Hogan was in WrestleMania. It was not even the Hulkster. Like, he should have been pumping the crowd up, you know?
They keep doing this every year, and the host does nothing every year. They come out
Yeah.
and say hello. Everyone booed Hulk Hogan. No one wants him anymore.
Why?
He's old. He's racist. Because he's super racist. All them tapes came out with, and then they stuck him with the black guy. I said, wow, this is questionable. And that's why every time they, apparently you could hear the boos, but they kind of try to mute them. Apparently every time Titus O'Neil spoke, the crowd cheered. And every time Hulk Hogan spoke, they booed. So good for him. Get out of here. Go away. Your time is done, Hulk Hogan, in my opinion. But
I like Hulk
that's stupid.
Hogan.
I agree
like
with
his
you. I don't
music.
like.
I'm like brothers.
Sure,
but
yeah. I mean, people have nostalgia for him, but he's irrelevant.
Irrelevant now. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But with that, well, Ralph wants to hear the scream, though. That's what happened when she got whooped. But yeah, so day one, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. That's what I give it. All right, so let's get to night 2.
4.
Because night 2 is where it gets crazy, okay? Mm-hmm. So we start off the match with it's a Randy Orton versus the Fiend, okay? All right, let's start it off. Now you got a big Jack in the Box in the ring, right in front of the ring. So I was like, oh my god. And then I saw my girl Alexa. Oh my god, she's so good.
I love Alexa.
She is
I love
gorgeous,
Alexa
right?
too.
So I'm like, sake bleu. I'm like, this chick is gorgeous. Anyway, she's doing her thing. She's doing some of this, and then she's doing her thing. And I was like, all right. So now she starts to play the This match was a doo-doo, my friend. This was a -1 out of a 5. Like, -1 out of a 5. And the reason why, what the hell happened at the end of the, like, Alexa Bliss looks even hotter with that black stuff all over her face. And I'm like, man, it reminded me of Ghostbusters when he was the Keymaster. Because I was going to say, hell yeah, girl. I'm the Keymaster. I'm Lady Abigail. What did she turn into Abigail, Sister Abigail, and took away his powers? What happened there, man? What happened?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I am a 100% fan of Bray Wyatt. I loved Bray Wyatt, the old version of Bray Wyatt. You could ask James. He can attest to this. I've been on Bray Wyatt since he came up. Okay. I think he could work and he could talk his face. He's fantastic on the mic.
Yeah,
he could
he
work.
is.
He puts on good matches, or he has the capability to, right? When the Fiend debuted, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Look, I love horror movies. That mask is absolutely sick. I love the mask.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm like, this is a cool reinvention, okay? The character work is fantastic. It's amazing. Then he loses all the damn time. And I was like, why do I root for this guy? He never wins. So then he goes away, right? He gets burnt. And then I don't follow everything. Like I said, I don't watch weekly. But this guy comes out of the Jack in the Box. I thought it was cool. I was like, okay, finally, a cool entrance. We didn't get any cool entrances. His music is dope. I love the lighting. I love the slow coming out of, I was like, okay, my boy is here. He jumps off the box. I'm like, yes, let's go. The match was good.
Yeah,
it was going good.
Yeah.
Up until this girl comes on the thing and she's got black goo.
Yeah.
And he becomes stunned. 1 RKO, and he's pinned 3. I said, what in the world is this ending? Then he stands there. Then the lights go out, and then they're gone. Look, this was, if he would have won, okay, just won. I don't care. If he would have won it anyway, honestly, I would have gave it like a 4, okay? Because the wrestling was good up till then. I like how he no-sold the table. That was great. Like, he just popped right back up, went for the claw. It was cool. I like Randy Orton. He's cool. It's a 0. It's a 0. That ending was so horrible. I can't believe it. It hurts my heart that I root for this guy, not because of his fault, because I don't know what the booking. He loses all the time. When he won the belt, I was like, finally, Bray Wyatt, they're going to give him a run. And then Goldberg beat him, and I wanted to cry. And then everyone beats him all the time. I don't understand it. WWE, please, for the love of God, you got a monster horror villain character who should win all the time. He should only lose if it's like, you're really trying to make a new star. Randy Orton's been around for 35 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the win. This was very stupid. A 0. I hated it. It was so bad.
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad. And it could have been awesome if Undertaker was his manager. Like somewhere, somehow, the Undertaker comes out. And
He could be the new Undertaker if they're
could.
smart, but they're stupid.
And
so I don't know what to do.
No. This was a pointless match. It was horrible. Let's see what people were saying here. I hope I'm not going too high up. Unboxing says, looks like Nate was not a fan of this match. I can tell by his reaction. No, it's a horrible match. Dallas Cowboy fan says, pointless match. They made the Fiend look like a sucker. A 2 out of 5 for him. Jamel Lopez says, look, we live in a world where Hulkamania is a ridiculous label. No one cares for saying your prayers and taking your vitamin and believing in the old man who says brother. BX Lenny says, as far as Mania, 4 for 5, but as far as Mania weekend when NXT matches, Mania was trash. Gigolo says, I love the entrance for the Fiend, but the ending was botched and was no explanation. Alexa basically helped Orton win.
Yeah,
maybe.
What the crap?
Yeah, James Perez said that was a Raw segment instead of a Mania match. Absolutely agree. 48 Corner says facts. James Perez says Nate loves Bray Wyatt. Facts.
I've been on Bray Wyatt since like 2013 or 14. Something like that.
Gigolo says think of how many Alexa pops they come out with her, different looks. Yeah, she's hot though.
I love her.
Yeah, she can come out.
I've always loved that's my number one wrestling girlfriend right there.
Yeah. Let's see. 4K Corner says WrestleMania is supposed to be the accumulation of a storyline, and this ending was absolutely horrible. Agree.
Yep.
Let's see. She's churning on him. Yeah, she's basically churning.
And I think maybe in their thought is, he lost, but he was distracted and all that kind of crap. But it doesn't matter. Like, he's supposed to be a monster character, right? You can't lose with one finisher and then just... First of all, this shouldn't have been a regular wrestling match. It should have been one of those crazy cinematic things that they've been doing. That would have been better. If you're going to tell this weird story where the dude's getting set on fire and then like popping out the ring and then healing himself with magical LED lights, you may as well make it a cinematic match. But I thought he looked cool. I was hyped. You don't know. I was sitting here. I was so excited. I was like, finally, he's back. He's going to be cool again. Then he loses. And now I'm uninvested. And this is why I am now a casual fan. Because this is the kind of stuff that the WWE does that makes me not want to watch. It's like, what are you doing? Just be logical sometimes, please, for the love of God. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I hated it.
All right, here we go. Well, if you hate that one, then you're going to hate the next one. The next one was the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Yeah. Defeated Tamina and Natalya. This match stunk. This was another stinker of a stupid match. This was the female tag team division is god awful. You cannot tell me any difference. They do not know what the hell they're doing with their females besides the big ones, whether they're Becky and Charlotte and Asuka, and that's pretty much the 3 that I know that are good. But again, I don't know. This was a horrible batch central, bro. It was botched all over the place.
It's because Nia Jax really sucks at wrestling. She sucks. She's not good.
No,
Nia Jax is a terrible wrestler. Shayna Baszler is good. She's the only one in there that I think is like a great worker. I think Natalya's serviceable, and the other 2 I don't care for. I agree with you. This match was bad. It was full of botches. It was sloppy. I wasn't interested. I didn't care who won. I didn't like anybody in there. I give it a 1.
Yeah,
night 2 started off really rough. It was really bad, those first 2 matches.
No, it was. I didn't even like it. Everyone is giving it a 1 out of 5. Gigolo says Vince will never give up his powers of the company to Triple H or anyone. He will continue to run this company into the ground from his deathbed. Maybe.
I wouldn't. Okay, my only argument to Triborough would be it's not quite in the ground because they have more money than they've ever had. So it's successful. It's just for like hardcore fans, they're going to be like me, like him, like we're always gonna have issues with the booking, but at the end of the day, they're making money like absolutely crazy. So
No, you're absolutely right. All right, let's go to the next match because this one was no memorable match anyway. The next one was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Now, this one I did not see much because I was with my wife because I had to help her with stuff. So, I didn't know. So you got to let me know what, because a lot of people told me this was a really good match, and I know they wrestle a lot. And from prior history, when I used to watch the shows, they were really good together. So how was it?
So I actually talked with Jose a little bit about this yesterday on Instagram. He DM'd me, but I liked it. Look, I get it. Okay, sure, they fought a million times. Whatever. I don't watch indie wrestling. I don't watch every single wrestling program. I watch WWE. I've seen them fight a few times in WWE. They haven't fought in a long time. Both of them came out. I was right away. After those two terrible matches, they came out with good energy. Like, even their entrances, they got me hyped. I was like, okay. Match was great. If you like wrestling moves that look cool, this was the best match of the night as far as that goes. A lot of good offensive maneuvers. You got Blue Thunder bombs and Michinoku drivers and haluva kicks and stunners. And it was all great. I enjoyed it. It wasn't too long. That stupid Logan Paul guy, guess what he got to do? Sit on the sideline. Get out of here. No one cares about you. He ate a stunner. It was great. I gave it a 4. I thought it was fun. It didn't mean anything, so that's why, there wasn't really big stakes. But I enjoyed it. Those two guys work well together, and I'd always be okay watching them wrestle each other. So I gave it a 4.
All right, let's see. Jose gave it a 4.5 out of 5. James Perez gave a good match, 3.75 out of 5. They had better... but it was good. Tribal Gigolo says, that's different. Dallas Cowboy fan says, really good match. Kevin Owens, stunning Logan Paul was hilarious. A 4 out of a 5.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Jamel said, this match outcome was the same as it was when both men were in the Ring of Honor. And the ending is the same when Kevin Owens wins. BS90 says
he always wins, pretty much.
Let's see what we got here. Gigolo says, I agree. They need to establish a tag team division. Every diva they're not diva, right? What's the new name?
Women.
Every women won't win a title as a single wrestler. Okay. Let's see. Unboxing says, I got to say the only WWE thing I like is the animated WWE shorts. I can watch them and just enjoy it as a quick short, as a quick laugh. All right, there you go.
Nice. Hey, whatever you like.
Yeah, it's okay.
Watch that.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the next one. The United States Championship, Sheamus versus Riddle. This was okay. This was a good match. It's funny. Sheamus, to me, is one of those dudes that are good sometimes and then bad sometimes, but I like him. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's the Irish thing, but you know what? I gave this one a 3 out of a 5. I thought it was a good match.
Agreed. And you know what? I think your opinion of Sheamus is a lot of opinion that people I know, they're always like that. It's like, yeah, he's not amazing, but I kind of like him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like watching him wrestle. I do too. They beat the crap out of each other in this match.
He kicked him in the mouth for real. Did you see that?
He kicked. Yeah, that was an awesome spot. He really kicked them. That was not a great result for Riddle, but they beat the crap out of each other. They were both like bruised up and red. I'm always here for a hard-hitting match. Yeah. It wasn't amazing. There was the botch on the slip on the rope, but also it was wet, and that was kind of a hard spot to do anyway. Sheamus recovered well. He didn't drop them, and then he just slammed them when they landed on the floor. Yeah. It was good. I also gave it a 3. I enjoyed it. It was better than I expected because I'm not a big Sheamus guy. I think Riddle's okay. So I liked it. It was fine.
How can you fight with no shoes on?
It seems risky.
Yeah, right?
It seems risky. Like you break a toe, you do anything wrong.
Yeah. Like you could put
because he came from MMA.
Oh, like his finisher should put like his foot in the guy's mouth to tap. Like
him with the mandible claw.
Ew. Remember that? I don't know if you guys remember this. I'm not talking about this. It's going to make me squirmish. But remember when Jerry the King Lawler had to fight...
Kiss my foot match?
Was that? And he had to eat whatever off of Bret Hart's foot?
Bret Hart.
Nasty. Yeah. God, that was so nasty. Anyway, let's get back to the... Anyway, Jose BS90 gave it a 4. BS90 said Angry Riddle is a great wrestler. James Perez said that was fun, but it should have been better. 3 out of a 5 for him. Gigolo says Jimmy Snooker, Haku fought for years barefoot. Okay.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. Some people do it, but
yeah, Yokozuna.
You know who never does it? The big time champion. Yeah, Yoko. Well, he had tape though. He at least taped his foot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he
put something on there.
He had some grip in his feet.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one was the Intercontinental match. This was the championship. Apollo Crews versus Big E in a Nigerian drum match
fight.
that no one had drums. Like, no one played drums. This
all they did was have some drums around the ring.
They should have called this a candlestick match because that's all they did was beat each other with candlesticks, and this was a horrible match. I would give this a 1.5 because I didn't know who the hell came out at the end. I didn't know if he came from Wakanda or not Wakanda. What was the damn thing for Coming to America? Zamunda. The Wesley Snipes character.
Apparently his name is like General Aziz.
Laziz? Oh my God, that sounds like an expendable villain. General Aziz. Yeah, right? I swear, this was a horrible match. BX Lenny said trash. A -8 out of a 5. Jose said 2 out of a 5. Killer Khan. Surfing Through Cinema says, I know close to nothing about wrestling, laughing. But I'm digging the Star Wars Celebration shirt, Alex. I love going to one in Anaheim a few years back. This is funny. This was in Chicago. I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you off. I got this shirt from Chicago. I went to the Chicago 2 years ago. Actually, around this time, I was in Chicago. I went to Wrigley Field. I went to this. I'm sorry for everyone that's not wrestling fans, and I know we're talking about wrestling. It's just out of the norm for this channel. We never cover wrestling. We always cover pay-per-views at the next night because Nate watches the pay-per-views and I do too. Yeah,
movie stuff to talk about. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of slow time right now.
No, I know.
So Triborough says, I like the concept for this match. And I wish I could say the same, but I have no idea what the concept is.
Yeah.
All it was a ring with a bunch of drums outside of it. Like, what's the concept? I thought they were going to, have to hit each other with the drums. Or you know what I really thought? There was going to be people around the ring playing drums while they fought.
That would have been
I thought it was going to be something like that. All it was a table with a couple of little green drums on it, a cymbal, which is not drums at all, okay? Some kendo sticks, which is Asian. It was like a mix-mash of everything. I don't know. I like Big E a lot.
Yeah.
He got me hyped when he came out. I was like, okay. The wrestling was okay. It was fine. But I didn't like the ending. I don't know who that big guy is. I don't care who that big guy is.
Yeah.
Apollo is a good wrestler, sure, but his character is weird because he used to be American, but now all of a sudden he has an accent. I don't know what's going on. I give it a 2. I didn't like the ending either. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I think they should have did like the Wonder Woman music.
Anything. Or Black Panther. Like, I thought it was going to be like a tribal fight of some sort. Instead, they just had a couple of tables with some drums.
It was horrible.
They should just call it a hardcore match. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It was dumb.
Jose said it was basically an Extreme Rules match with drums and kendo sticks. Gigolo says the big guy was from Raw Underground. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't even know either. Jay Manley said, hey, do what you do. I'm enjoying the show no matter what you bring to the table, gentlemen.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
We're almost done. We only got a couple of
matches, and then we'll open it up for you guys for a little bit, and then you can talk about anything you guys want to, and then we'll end the show. But we're almost there. Actually, we're down to 2 more matches, which was the Raw Women's Championship match, which was really Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. Asuka. Yeah, Ahsoka is the Star Wars person.
Oscar, as I've been calling her for years.
Yes. So with that said, I would say this. I like Asuka. I think she's gorgeous. Okay, with the green stuff in her eyes. I know you guys see me with nail polish. I have freaking my friends' girls came over, spend the night, and I was like, you know what? Girls' night. Ooh,
Uncle Al
was at it. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this. And I kept it. I was like, yo, this is cool. But I liked it, but the match was a little It was something about this match. I thought Hulk Hogan was gonna come out, right? And he was gonna be like, we got a special surprise for you brothers, right? And I was like, oh my God, Becky Lynch is gonna come out and interrupt the match, right? But it did not happen. We did not get to see Becky Lynch, and I think that's gonna be tonight. But
Kevin Simmons says Raw Underground is like Raw, but underground.
Look, In terms of Asuka versus Ripley, I give it I would give it a 3. I was not crazy because I didn't know who she was. So I was just like, eh. It was just like Asuka is like a jobber now, dude.
Yeah.
They're hurting my girl Asuka.
Listen. I put this on my Instagram story last night when I was watching this match.
What did you say?
This Rhea Ripley chick is whack. I don't care what anyone says. She's absolutely whack. Nothing about her works for me. I don't dig her. She don't got no swag. I'm not into that rocker, like goth rocker. That entrance song sucks. That performance was. I didn't like it. I didn't like that. That song was dumb. It sounds like a wrestling entrance song, is what it sounds like. So I didn't like it. She's whack. I'm not into it. I like Asuka. I think Asuka's a great wrestler, and she definitely should have won. I see what they're doing here. You know, this reminds me of the old. I don't remember which WrestleMania is. Maybe James or someone can put it in the chat. The one where Batista and John Cena both won and became like the two champions. You know, it was like a passing of the torch to these guys that are gonna. And it felt like that, right? Because Bianca Belair beat Sasha Banks, and then Rhea Ripley beat Asuka, and they're both new, and they're both younger, and that's okay. Except this girl's not that cool or good to me, so I didn't really like it. I agree with Tribur. Like Charlotte's my girl. She's the best woman wrestler.
Oh man, yeah.
She beat this Rhea chick last year. That was great. I loved it. Take her belt, beat her. Rhea Ripley does 0 for me. Absolutely 0. As far as the match goes, it was fine. It was fine, mostly because Asuka is great. I gave it a 3.
Now, question.
Rhea Ripley's whack.
So, question to everyone out there. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why was Charlotte not at WrestleMania?
25. She's been out for a while.
Does she have
coming back?
Does she have COVID? Because a lot of people were telling me that she had COVID, and that's the reason why she didn't. Because you could tell that WrestleMania missed Charlotte. I'm sorry to say, but WrestleMania needed Charlotte Flair. Because that female,
Charles said the entrance with the fake chick from Evanescence was whack. Thank you. It was whack. It was, listen, Wale played out Biggie. That also wasn't great, but it was better than this. I did not like it. But a lot of people are giving scores. I don't know if you want to go through them. But
Gigolo said Charlotte returned tonight on Raw.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll see her at the next pay-per-view because I don't watch Raw. But that's cool. She's back.
Oh, okay.
She came back last night.
So Dallas Cowboy fan says that Charlotte's crying that her Andre got released from WWE.
Oh, yeah. Her fiance did get released. But I thought he requested it.
Rumors were she was pregnant, and that's why she was off the card. Interesting.
No one knows the truth. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Some people say she's mad that her fiance left. Some people say she's pregnant. Some people say she got COVID. She probably just had some time off because she's Charlotte, and she said, "I'm Charlotte. I'm going to take some time off."
Yeah,
and good for her. She's the goat of the women.
Yeah, I mean she's gonna be a Hall of Famer in a first
Twice.
ballot, for the Woo and then the Woo.
But it seems like a lot of people like this match. That's cool. I really
I wasn't too
does
crazy
nothing for me. I don't want to see her wrestle very much. So whatever.
Yeah, all right. So let me go through here and see what they said. Andre asked for his release. All right. And I guess they gave it to him.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista is a better actor in movies, while John Cena is a better as a wrestler. Well, Batista was a good wrestler. Not great, but he was a decent wrestler, and I think he's a way better actor than John Cena. I'll say that. I totally agree with you on that one. Gigolo said the entrance with the fake chick. Yep, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah,
Let me just see. Dallas Cowboys says really Ripley's entrance was cool. All right. I miss the old school days when they had Limp Bizkit come out and perform for like Undertaker. Remember that when he did the rolling?
Yeah, that
was awesome.
I'm cool with the live. Like when I went to New York, what's this stupid Ronda Rousey? Joan Jett played her out. I'm like, okay, Joan Jett, that was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this girl, I don't know who this girl is, and this song is not good, so I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let me see. I think I saw some scores here. Gigolo said it's a 2 out of a 5.
A Living Color played out CM Punk. That was awesome. You know what I mean? Like, that was cool.
Yeah. Jose said a 3 out of a 5 for the match. James Perez said this was a good match, 4.25 out of a 5. I think Ripley shouldn't have won. She isn't ready. She got gassed in this match, and Asuka carried. Yeah. Everyone was saying here is that BX Landon gave it a 3 out of a 5. So she's just warming it up for my girl Charlotte. All right, so let's go to the final match of the night. and it was the Universal match, triple threat,
Yeah.
which I think it should have not been a triple threat. But it was Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryant. We all know what happened. I am sick and tired of when WWE does these triple threats because you kind of know what's going to happen in these big moments. It should have just been Edge versus Roman, and then maybe something along the lines where they came in and interfered. But this pissed me off because I kind of knew how it was going to end, and it was just stupid. I thought it was a stupid triple threat. It was good.
Wow.
I'm not going to say it was bad. I will give it a 4 out of a 5. It's just that it annoys me because it's like it should have never turned into a triple threat. It should have been a Hall of Famer versus Roman Reigns one-on-one for the at WrestleMania. And for a triple threat, it was just so stupid and useless. But I'll let you talk about it. That's just my opinion. I think it should have been a one-on-one match. What do you think?
So I might be in the minority, or maybe not. I don't know. I am a fan of triple threat matches personally. One, I think you still get mostly one-on-one, right, in these matches. Like someone gets thrown out, and then you're getting to watch like 3 separate one-on-one matches, which is always kind of cool. Yeah. Plus, it adds a layer of unpredictability to the whole thing because in a one-on-one match, you can get disqualified, you can get counted out. There's no DQs here. Anything can happen. It's a little bit more of a wild card. So that's just my take. Now, as far as the match goes, my man Edge's entrance was awesome. Thank you very much.
Was it.
Edge. Edge always has great entrances.
Mm-hmm.
I love heel Roman Reigns. I'm gonna be honest. I always thought he was fine as a face. I think he got unnecessary hate.
Yeah.
Because WWE pushed him and everyone was like, we don't want him. I get it, but it's not his fault. You know what I mean? I thought he's always solid in the ring. I like him as a heel though. He could finally just talk trash and be like, just beat everybody. It's great. I love that he took forever to come out. Like his music was playing for like 5 minutes before he came out.
Everyone was. Everyone's
like,
entrance.
Just wait. It was great.
Did you know that? Everyone's entrance was their full songs.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm saying he didn't come out when his music started.
Oh no, he didn't. Yeah.
It was great. He's like, listen, y'all, I will fight when I'm good and ready. It's a good heel move, is what I'm saying. I thought they nailed the main event personally. Like I mentioned earlier, I think both main events delivered. This main event, I won't say it saved the night because overall I was underwhelmed with night 2, but it came about as close as you could to saving, especially after watching so many matches I didn't care for. I thought the wrestling was good. I thought the story was good within the match. I am already though I'm not a big Daniel Bryant fan, and this made me mad at him because he kept making Edge not win, and like I was rooting for Edge. I get it. I know he's wrestled from a time when I used to watch wrestling, so I tend to go with those guys. I'm okay with Roman winning, though. I'll be honest, because I like Roman Reigns. And when someone does beat him, it's going to be big. You know what I mean? But I was rooting for Edge, I'll be honest. And Daniel Bryan pulling the ref, I was like, this freaking little munchkin, get out of here. Their shenanigans. And my man Roman looks strong as hell. He pinned both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
You can't ask for more, I guess. Now, I don't understand all the booking, and I guess when we wrap it up, I'll say what I mean. But I thought the main event was great. I will give it a 4.5, a 4.5, not a 5, but a 4.5.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just me. I just wanted Edge to win, so at least he could get his stupid WrestleMania moment, and then I could hear Alter Bridges song to end the damn night. On this day, I see clearly.
I thought he signed for 3 years, so he's only in his second, so he could still win. I mean,
hopefully
they'll do something with him. He looks good. He looks healthy, and he wrestles well still.
No, he does. He does. All right, let's see. Let's see where we're going here. Okay, here we go. So Dallas Cowboy fan says Roman Reigns is the GOAT. 5 out of 5. Jose says Daniel Bryan had no reason to be in the match whatsoever. I totally agree. Unboxing was no, I don't know what happened. Alex, I don't know what you're talking about. I guess the match. Gigolo says it's been a long time since I enjoyed a championship triple threat match. I was shocked that Reigns kept the title. I had Edge winning it for sure. The minute he gave it a 4 out of 5. The minute you saw Jey Uso in the ringside, I was like, all right, he's gonna be interfering. Yeah, pretty much.
He was so annoying too.
Yeah, he was annoying. James Perez said triple threat match 4.25 out of 5. Wrong guy won. And it sucks to have another Mania with Roman main event and the show ends with booze. And that's the thing. Like, I was telling my wife this because she passed out, and I was just like, what's crazy is that, you know, she likes Roman. She's not a crazy wrestling fan, but she likes Roman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but what sucks is that you want the night to be spectacular. And why not end it with Edge on this day? You see clearly everything
I think
comes to life.
to that, I think, yeah. I think they traded short-term cheers for long-term storytelling. And in that regard, look, the first night, people went home happy. You know, like, there was a lot of people who liked Banks, but no one was really mad that Bianca Belair won. You know, they were cheering.
That's true.
And in this case, I know what he says about the boos, but Roman's a heel, so it's okay if people boo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it can't, in one way, it can't be that it always is the face winning, because that's way too predictable.
Yeah.
Right? If every time your main event is the good guy wins every single time, then there's nothing to the match that's going to make you necessarily intrigued. Like, well, I already know Edge is going to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that regard, I like it. But I understand it from the other perspective. I don't know. It's two nights. One of the nights everyone cheered on the way out. One of the nights they booed. But they were supposed to boo because he's the bad guy. And he won. So
It would have been awesome if his wife came out and helped him win the match.
yeah, James, it said they boo Roman face or heel. That's true. But it's now okay because he's a heel. It doesn't matter if they used to boo him when he's a face. They're
No, I
supposed
get
to
it.
boo him now. So they did it right.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. James Perez said it was a good match, though. Gigolo said if you throw Daniel in the match, then he should have won. Nah, I don't know. And then he also said, what do you guys think of Edge in the white attire? This is something that was weird, and he brought it up also. Him and Randy Orton wore the same tights and the color. So I think they're going to join forces. Maybe down the road they might tag team together. Maybe to have their
rated RKO.
Yeah, some of that stuff. That would
It
be
could
pretty
because
cool.
Randy should be done with Bray at this point.
Yeah,
So
I hope
he can
so.
move on. Me too.
Yeah, BX90 says Vince loves Reigns. Jamel Lopez says the big dog exposed of Popeye Edge and Mojo Jojo Daniel Bryant and still is the head of the table, laughing. Yeah, that was a good one. James Perez says a triple threat match helped the boring wrestlers like Roman. He had 4 moves and repeated them, so this helped him. Okay.
Listen, he's not a boring wrestler. He's not a boring wrestler, okay? Offensively,
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't have a huge repertoire.
Yeah.
But his character work is great. His facial expressions are great. He tells a good story. You want him to lose really bad all the time. He's effective. He's absolutely effective. I would dare say he doesn't get the respect that he should get as a wrestler. Do I think he's a tactician, amazing, doing sleeper holds and, arm bars? No, he's not. That's not his game. You know what I mean? He's a power wrestler who now you're legally allowed to hate, and his character work is great. Roman Reigns, I've never liked him more than I like him right now, as far as he's doing what he's supposed to do.
All right.
So, yeah, hit the wrong button again.
Oh, you want the wrong? All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it just for you.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
There you go. And then Gigolo says, did you notice they both Edge were? Yes, we did. Dallas Cowboy fan says Tribal Chief. He has the fire symbol.
That's right.
Jose said 4 out of 5. James Perez says Triborough. They did rate it RKO. My thing went up. Someone said something.
Oh, he's saying a reunion is coming soon, I think.
Oh, okay. There you go. Let me see. They building up for SummerSlam. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Alex, you said everyone knows what happens with the triple threat match. I don't know what happens. That's why I said. All right, no, that's cool. I forgot there's people that don't watch WWE.
He's like,
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
what the hell you're talking about with a triple threat match.
I'm
I don't even know
sorry.
what that is.
Totally sorry about that. John Cena is a better wrestler than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he
I
got
guess.
there.
Yeah.
He got there. Yeah, he
Not in the beginning.
I would say so.
Not in the beginning.
Not in the beginning, but he got there.
Yeah.
Took time.
Gigolo also said, I think Roman in ring techniques can be better over time, but he's not boring in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, Kevin Simmons says he is the head of the table. Acknowledge him. Yes, he is the head of the table.
I love all his catchphrases are great. All his merch is now great. Yeah, I like it.
No, it's cool. I think it's gonna be. I think they're saving Roman versus The Rock at SummerSlam. Dallas Cowboy fan. Well, that would be a
I
pretty
have
crazy.
heard
Really?
that is something WWE wants not at SummerSlam, but I have heard
another
next year
WrestleMania?
at Mania. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because originally it was supposed to be in Los Angeles, and
Okay.
Rock is Hollywood. He's a movie star. It would have been in LA. It would have been so I could see that. In Dallas, that is a huge. They fit like
Stone Cold.
100,000 in there.
You get Stone Cold.
He's done. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
Stone
have a
Cold's
beer
done.
match.
But that would be
You could
awesome.
chuggle.
But yeah, I think Roman versus Rock. I'm buying it. If they wrestle, I'm buying it. I don't care. I would be there for it. I would be there. Their family. The story's built in.
Yeah.
Rock probably loses, to be honest, but I would still watch it.
Yeah, that would be pretty
I'd
good.
still watch it. Yep.
James Perez says character work is good, but he's used to wrestle better earlier in Shield days. Nate, I like what he can be and hope he fulfills his potential. WWE messed him up by forcing him down our throats for years. I totally agree with you on that. Gigolo says The
okay.
Rock for one night. Okay, I can see that, but for the title though, Rock will drop the title on Raw. I don't think they would do it like that. I think they would build a storyline with the whole jealousy of him going to Hollywood and
Bro,
all this crap.
easy.
That would be easy.
Look,
Yeah.
Someone
pretty
else
much.
beats Roman Reigns, right? Someone else beats Roman Reigns. They're the champ. But Roman Reigns is still running around with this whole head of the table, family, whatever.
Yeah.
And then The Rock comes back and says, hey, excuse me. I'm the head of the table. I'm the biggest star in the family. And then they wrestle each other. Easy. It's an easy match to do without having to have the title on the line.
When is
And that way,
when is the
cool.
Black Adam movie come out? Next year?
oh, maybe.
So if it's
You
next
gotta
year, then
advertise.
if it's next year, then that, you know what? That could be the selling point there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So there you have it, guys. For night
That's
2, I'm gonna give this. Well, I gave the first night a 4 out of a 5.
Yeah.
This one I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of a 5. I don't think it was better than night 1, to be honest with you. I don't think it was that good.
I'll give it a 3. I think the main event was great.
Yeah.
I thought some of the wrestling in those middle 3 matches was good. But the opening matches were terrible. All the women's stuff was terrible. The Fiend made me that made me so mad that I couldn't give it any higher. No matter what happened the rest of the night, I'd probably give it a 3. It was very annoying. But one thing I wanted to say is I don't understand the booking coming out of this. If you look at the whole landscape of everything, every single champion pretty much. I don't know what's up with Rhea Ripley. She seemed like she was. I don't know if she's the face or the heel in that match. Whatever. But pretty much every champion is heels, right? So Roman Reigns is a heel. Bobby Lashley is a heel. The Raw Tag Team Champions now, AJ Styles and Omos, heel. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, heels. The Women's Tag Team Champion, heels. The U.S. Champion, a heel. The Intercontinental Champion, a heel. The only good guy champions are Bianca Belair, maybe Rhea Ripley. I don't know what she does. And that's pretty much it. They're all the champs are bad guys. What is going on here? It's kind of weird. No faces are champs, pretty much.
No, I mean, look, I totally agree with you. If you guys enjoy this WWE, us talking about wrestling, something out of the norm, on this channel, we can continue it. This month is going to be WWE Backlash. That's going to be the next pay-per-view.
5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 weeks from now is Backlash, so we could cover that on a Monday. As one of the topics, we could talk about WWE Backlash. Now, since we're gonna be ending the show soon, I'm gonna open up the table for all you people out there. We don't have to talk about WWE. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Any movie you heard, whatever's coming out in 4K, you want us to talk about it. Whatever you want to talk about, the floor is yours for the next 20 minutes is you guys, and then we're going to start wrapping up the show. So with that said, it's up to Nate. Do you want to open up the cameras, or do you want to take questions from the chat? It's up to you.
Let's just do questions from the chat. We'll do questions from the chat. Everybody gets to ask 1,
Yeah.
not 8 each. So make it a good one.
Yep.
And then let's just respond to them.
All right, so there we go.
I'm getting hungry, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I already know because I thought, it's funny because I thought when you saw the Jack in the Box, I thought you started thinking food. Like, oh shit, I gotta go get some food. You're like, damn, Alexa Bliss. There's one down
Alexa
the block.
Bliss.
Yeah.
We field questions from the
All right, Quicksand Dan question. Can I call in?
No.
All right.
You wasted your question on that? We can't. No. Just kidding. That doesn't have to be your question. We can answer another one.
No. No, yeah.
Let's see. Come on, someone. Good question.
Yeah, so look, other than that, I know there's a lot of movies. My cousin sent me this whole, what the hell's coming out for? Oh, the Never Ending Story.
It's coming out in 4K?
It's coming out in 4K. And I was just like, you got to be freaking kidding me. First of all, that movie does not need a 4K transfer.
Well, don't talk bad about it. Beckish loves the Never Ending
No,
Story.
I like that movie. No. I like the movie, but I don't think it needs a 4K upgrade.
Yeah.
But we should sing the theme song one of these days. Together.
Never Ending Story. Hey, you know what studio did this though?
Uh-oh, what?
Warner Brothers.
Oh,
Warner
shit.
Brothers.
That's
You know
going to come
what that
with
means?
no supplements.
It's gonna have a great transfer and no special.
Yeah.
It's just that's it.
Not even a karaoke track that you can sing with the damn thing. The turn around.
Yeah.
Turning galaxy. All right, let's
Tracy
see.
loves that movie too.
All right,
Oh,
so
got a
here we go. Jay says, from your movie list, Nate, what movie did you like this weekend? Ooh, good question.
Okay, good question. All right. I only got through a few because I was watching wrestling and I was at the pool and then I had a headache, so I didn't get through much. I didn't even get to the action movie stuff. So I watched a movie. So these are all first time watches that I've been doing lately. I would say this weekend, the one I liked best was a slasher movie I never even heard of called Night School. If any of you guys are physical media collectors and want to know, it's a Warner Archive Blu-ray. So Night School, it was pretty good, man. I was like surprised. I've never even heard of it. It had really good direction for a slasher movie. Had a nice little twist as far as, when they reveal the killer. And then it had like a second twist after that, which I was like, okay, movie. It's not particularly scary. It was made in 1981. So, it's not like a scary movie, but most slashers aren't that scary. But it's well done. It was a good story. And it was shot well. I think I gave it a 7. But I enjoyed that one. Yeah, that was good. So Night School, that was probably the best one I watched this weekend.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, in terms of the weekend, I didn't see much, but I started to see a new TV show. I started to go back into TVs. One of my friends recommended me to see FBI, and then I started to watch it, and I'm into it, dude. It's from the creators of Law and Order. Okay. Very action-packed. I don't know if I'm going to do reviews. Again, it's one of those things. I don't know if I'm going to. It's really hard to do a review. But if I do, I might just do it as a season wrap-up review type thing. Like, just out of all the episodes, do like a seasonal thing. But per episode, it's crazy. Let's see what people are saying here. Quick saying that. Dallas Cowboy fan says Saw is getting a 4K steelbook coming out May 11th. I am picking that up. I love the first Saw movie.
I pre-ordered it. Yeah, the steelbook.
Yeah, I'm picking that up.
I did unboxing and I pre-ordered it.
Nice. Horror and Coffee said, I saw The Unholy this weekend. Reviews coming up. All right.
Right. Listen, I mean, I saw it too. It was horrible. I gave it a 2. It's horrible. It's one of the worst movies. Sorry you had to watch that, Ralph. I'll look at your review, but it was terrible. If you give it anything more than a 2, I'm going to be very upset with you.
You're going to be angry. Jose said Nate told me the movie was Medio
whack.
Middle.
But it was very whack.
Like middle. Like I don't guess. I guess.
Yeah, it was bad. It was worse than that. It was
Unboxing said Night School kind of reminds me of the one with Kevin Hart, a.k.a. Alex's favorite actor. No, it's not. He's horrible.
Yeah, it has the same name, Unboxing, but it's a totally different movie.
Let me see what we have here.
Any more questions?
Surfing Through Cinema said, heck yeah, Warner Archive is so awesome. Have you watched their Tex Avery cartoons? What are your guys' thoughts on cartoons / meaning Looney Tunes / Mickey Mouse shorts? I love them. I grew up with them. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes when I fall asleep, they have it on Amazon Prime. The old school cartoons, like the Superman ones I grew up with. Not the new animated ones, like the old school cartoons. So that one was, I love them. Surfing through
I grew up watching not as much Mickey Mouse, to be honest. I know I live in Orlando, so like Disney, like Mickey Mouse, very prevalent. But like my cartoon watching was mostly Looney Tunes. A lot of like the old Hanna-Barbera. I like Hanna-Barbera stuff personally. So Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, all that kind of stuff. I grew up on old Cartoon Network, so they used to show old stuff like Space Ghost and Birdman and stuff like that. So yeah, I love all those old cartoons, definitely.
You know, it's funny. Over the weekend, I don't know if I showed you, Nate. I think I did, but I don't know. I picked up Waterworld.
Oh yeah.
Right? I picked that one up, and then I picked up the Steel Book of the Hulk. Now, the funny thing is, this is my favorite Hulk movie. Well, it's only 2 of them anyway, but to be honest with you, right? I mean,
yeah.
But the Ed Norton one to me is my favorite one. Hands down. Unboxing. Let me see. Tribord Gigolo says random movie Mondays next week. Nate.
We do got to bring back. I did talk with him off air.
Yes.
Our schedule got all crazy with the trivia tournament and everything.
Yes.
Random movie Mondays are still a thing, Triborough.
Yeah.
Maybe not next week because we got to figure out movie. We're gonna have to watch a movie for it. Maybe in 2 weeks. That way we have time to watch whatever you pick and then we can review it.
Yeah, and then we have the Patreons also we got to add in. Then let me see what we got here. Unboxing says, "Oh, Nate pre-ordered a movie. I knew you would do a pre-order." Yeah. Jose Spanish Alex. All right. Quicksand Dan said, "Who is your favorite actor with a sound, aka Chris Walken, Jimmy Stewart?"
So, like your favorite actor who has a very distinct voice. You know what I mean? Like Stallone, like Stallone. You know,
I like Antonio. I like Antonio Banderas.
I like Banderas.
Yeah,
I like Banderas.
Stallone is my favorite. I mean, he's my favorite action, whatever. But
it's got to be your guy.
Yeah, that's my dude. But like in terms of out the box, I would say Antonio Banderas. I like Antonio. He does some good work.
Okay. My favorite actor with a sound. I don't know. I never even thought about this question. I guess. You know who I love the way he talks, and he talks the same in every movie, and he can't not do it, is a guy we're going to be covering some movies coming up here of Jason Statham. He can't not do that British accent. You know what I mean? He's always British, and he always has that kind of it sounds like this a little bit, but British. I can't do British that good. I like Jason Statham movies a lot. I'm kind of a sucker for them. So I go with him. You could do Schwarzenegger. Obviously, I love a bunch of his movies. I love Terminator 2. He's got a distinct voice. Walken's cool. I like Jimmy Stewart a lot. But I'll go with Jason Statham just to be outside the box.
All right. That is very outside the box. All right, Jose said, what is your favorite WrestleMania moment?
Ever?
He just says WrestleMania moment, so you can pick any.
Okay. I would say, gosh, I don't know.
It's hard for me because there's so many of them, and I don't remember much of a lot of the WrestleManias. There's so many of them.
I mean, as a fan of specific wrestlers, I would probably say because I grew up, I was a big Bret Hart fan. So him winning that at 10, I always like to go back and watch against Yokozuna. That was awesome. As far as live moments, I got it still. That Hardy Boys return, I'm telling you, if you were there, it was you would have got goosebumps when they came out, and it was the Hardy Boys. And I grew up with the Hardy Boys. You know, they were Attitude Era. I was kid. Yeah. So that was probably the best one I witnessed. It made me definitely pop the hardest. That and Kofi winning against Daniel Bryan in New York, that was kind of a big one too. That was pretty awesome. Okay. I was happy for him. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Here goes another one. Surfing Through Cinema says, "Oh, the Max Fleischer Superman cartoons are great. Yeah, those are amazing." Unboxing says, "Alex, have you seen the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 4 yet? Because something crazy happens at the end." I have not seen none of the episodes.
I seen 0 episodes.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing. I said I'm not watching those things, so whatever. I'm not watching it.
I haven't either. I'm waiting for it to be done because I don't want to watch it week to week.
I might do it that way. I might wait till everything quiets down and my DMs are not all crazy. I mean the post is not all crazy with reviews and everything. Then I'll go back and watch them in order, and maybe we'll do something here and talk about it. But let's see. Jay Manley says the text series is a cutting edge. All right, so his unboxing says, "I got the Incredible Hulk steel book. I ordered it back in September. I got it on sale on Target for $15.
Like $15.
Yeah,
right?
So I was like, oh, okay. Charboy Gigolo says, "Hey, I'm a busy man too. Let me know." All right.
Okay, well, we'll have to go with Triborough and have him pencil us into his schedule, I guess. I can't, but yeah, Triborough, we'll let you know in advance, obviously.
Unboxing says we will. When will Nate Stein movies be back in business? In a few weeks.
Listen.
We have a lot of stuff.
We gotta talk about it. We don't have a big plan, tomorrow night when we do the talk with the patrons and like review a 4K review, we will discuss the schedule. We used to have a set schedule, but it got all crazy. So we got to get back on the schedule. So we'll figure it out.
We got a lot of stuff going
tell you. Are you going to play unboxing? Because last time you
chickened out.
You went on a trip and you chickened out.
Yeah. Here we go. James Perez says, what gender do you guys prefer? Late 90s, early 2K teen movies, etc. Example, she's all that. Clueless, 90s, 2K teen horror, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, or 90s 2K teen sports, Varsity Blue, and etc.
Oh, I like this question. So we're looking at late 90s and early 2000s. So probably like 98 to 2002. 97 to 2002. We'll give it a 5-year range. Horror, teen comedies, or teen sports movies. I already
got it. I'm picking the horror, the teen horrors, because I grew up with that. Regardless of me going playing music or whatever, that was like the big thing. That I Know What You Did Last Summer, which we're gonna cover. We're gonna cover on this channel, like the 90s stuff, because we never tackle that. We never tackle like 90s horror. Which we might
tackle.
That's my
wheelhouse.
Yeah, so we might cover it in Horror Files.
Yeah, we keep doing all this 80s stuff. I'm like, dude, I wasn't even around.
Yeah.
That is my time.
Yeah.
I'll
say horror.
For me, I love 90s horror. I'm right there with you. I love a lot of those teen slashers and stuff. The sports movies were good. Varsity Blues was good. Remember the Titans? I kind of put that in the similar thing. It was about a bunch of high school kids, pretty much. But 90s teen comedies, Can't Hardly Wait. I love Can't Hardly Wait. Clueless is great. It's hilarious. I'll take the comedies. 90s high school like comedies were still great. They got, they're not that great anymore, but that was like their last hurrah. So I'll take the comedies.
All right. Let me see. Do we have any more stuff here? I mean, now everyone starts to talk at the end.
right?
Everyone wakes up. Here we go. Harry Parker says, who y'all's Final Four girl? Okay, who's y'all's favorite final girls in horror movies? I would say, wasn't Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween? Jessica Biel in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? She didn't die, right? She was good there.
Nope.
And in Chucky, I will say Chucky, his daughter. Wasn't it Avery Dolph or whatever it is? In Chucky, I like her. I think she's cute. In the Chucky movies. I'll say that. Fine. I'm trying to say. You know what it is?
I like. I'm a big Sidney Prescott fan from Scream. I always love Nev Campbell.
Hot. Yeah, she did.
Sidney Prescott was great. Yeah. I like Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of a given. I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
She's a given, but you're right. You got to respect her. She's the queen.
And Ripley from Aliens.
Oh yeah, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, she's a great final girl. Because Alien's a horror film, so
yeah. The first two. Don't count
the first.
Four.
No, the rest of them is just bad sci-fi. But yeah, I think I like Sidney Prescott. She's always
all right
because Scream I grew up with.
All right, so there you have it. Let me see. Kevin says, hey, let me see. We will have the final 2 episodes of Final. Ralph says that's right. I have the files.
I have the files.
Yes.
My favorite catchphrase. I have the files.
Unboxing also said, me a chicken. No. See, I've been on something called vacation and been relaxing myself and exploring around, seeing this town, and I haven't. All right, cool.
Listen, man. Listen, Unboxing. I'm glad you had a fun vacation, but before that, we were playing Nate Steins. We tried to get you on, and you didn't want to play. You kept saying, no, let someone else play. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, not just the tournament.
Yeah.
It's from that.
All right, so
American Pie, yeah.
American Pie is good. All right, Kevin Simmons said, favorite John Candy movie?
Cool Runnings.
I like that movie. I like that
Cool
movie.
Runnings, yeah.
What was another one he was in? As the main or as comedy? Because I kind of like him in Vacation, in Chevy Chase's Vacation.
He was in that little scene in Home Alone.
He was in Home Alone. That was funny too.
He was in this terrible movie that Kevin, speaking of Kevin, made me watch this terrible movie called Going Berserk. Absolutely horrible.
Going Berserk.
With Ernie Hudson. Yeah, it was Ernie Hudson and John Candy, and it was awful. He made me review it on my podcast, so it's not Going Berserk, Kevin. That is not my favorite John Candy movie. Cool Runnings, all the way. I love Cool Runnings.
All right, there you go. Cool Runnings. Let's see. Unboxing says, will I have to go to bed early since I am getting my first vaccine shot? As I'm writing this, I am fully vaccinated. What?
Wait, I was getting my first. Oh, he was.
Oh, got you. Nice. Congrats. I'm fully vaccinated. We're good to go.
Nice.
Kevin Smith is Going Berserk is a classic.
No, it's
worse
not.
than Action Jackson, Nate.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, yeah. And Triborough, you know what? Going Berserk is worse than Action Jackson because, well, now that I say that, they might be equal. Going Berserk is a weird movie. The storyline is way weirder than Action Jackson. So, yeah, it's worse. Action Jackson's not good, but Going Berserk is terrible.
All right,
terrible.
We'll take a few more, and then we're going to wrap it up. Triborough said, okay, we did that. Daryl Mack says, what's the scariest scene in film history? That is something we could tackle in another episode because I really don't know. That's a big one. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Ralph said trains, planes, and automobiles. All right, so Nate, if you got anything else to promote.
No, tomorrow I will be posting on Instagram my next top 10 list. I asked a bunch of people to give me ideas for top 10 lists to post on Top 10 Tuesdays on my Instagram, so I'll be making my next one. It's going to be my top 10 favorite that I own. Now, these are movies I own in my collection, so it's not every movie of all time. Top 10 time travel movies or movies that involve time travel, so that should be cool. Other than that, I'll be here. I know we're going to be doing a Should You Upgrade for Batman v Superman, new IMAX, whatever. Guess what? I'll be watching that when we are done here. So I'll be taking a look at that. Other than that, no, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, so all right, guys. So in terms of the channel, look, I'm gonna be really super duper honest with you. This whole week I've been in the funk. Nate knows I was in the funk. I didn't want to do nothing at all. But today actually cheered me up and put some fire under my ass, and so I know we missed a lot of the shows that came out last week. So this Friday will be a new episode of Horror Files. Me and Ralph, I'll release the time of it. Saturday will be a new episode of DC Good Morning Gotham. We're gonna continue that route. We're gonna continue with the Hush comic book. With all that. In terms of Wednesday, David is back for the next Levels of Geeks Live, which we're gonna have some fun with that. And then we got a big surprise. Also, me and David is going to announce on Wednesday for you guys. Pretty much, other than that, guys, I mean, and I might go back to my roots of doing movie reviews, short and sweet, 4-minute reviews, because that's what I used to do on this channel, and I might go back to doing that, because I've been seeing a lot of new movies, and we don't review them, I don't type them, I don't put them up, so I might just do it short, just throw them up as a quick thing, no crazy editing or nothing. But other than that, I got tons of new stuff. But again, you can see my Mets jersey behind me. I'm gearing up for MLB. The Show comes out this Friday. You know I'm gonna be doing a live stream this Friday before we go live with the horror files, so you guys can check out the baseball. I'm gonna be doing Diamond Dynasty, open up some packs, see how the game is gonna go. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, dude, Outriders is the shit. It is a good game. I've been playing that sucker all week. If you're into that stuff, I know you're not into those type of games. No, you're not.
I don't play games.
Yeah,
I only play real life. I play real life Outriders.
Oh, you're such an idiot. Oh my God, you're dumb. But with that said, look, guys, thank you so much for everyone that joined tonight. I did not know how this WrestleMania thing was gonna go. I know
a lot of people in there. They were like 20-something people in there.
No, it was. I mean, I didn't like I said, I didn't know how many people were gonna enjoy this episode and stuff. And yes. With that said, I'm going to say what's up to all the Patreons. Pablo LaFrosia, Jonathan McCoy, Priscilla Vasquez, Charles Woods, Out by the Popcorn, Stephanie, Jay Manley, Becklish, Robert Makes the Cut, and of course, Kevin Simmons. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much for everyone joining in live, which was Unboxing, James Paris, Tracy Perez, BX Lenny's, Tribird Gigolo, Dallas Cowboy fans.
Where's my Schindler's List?
Oh my God. Tribird Gigolo, Surfing Through Cinema, Daryl Mack, Harry Parker, like I said, Ralph.
Dallas Cowboys fan wants us to do more wrestling.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said more pay-per-view, more WWE pay-per-view streams.
Yes, we will do.
We
Yeah, we can do
we gotta do
streams.
at least the big four, right? Like
Right. Yeah.
WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series.
I mean,
Maybe Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank's pretty fun.
I mean, we could cover them quick. Backlashes this week, we could do it quick, like whatever. Yeah, like a little segment,
Yeah.
not a whole topic, a little 20-minute segment.
Yeah,
of
we
the
don't want to
pay-per-view.
lose all the non-wrestling fans.
Yeah, so we could do that, and then the big ones, like you said, we'll tackle as an entire segment of the show. But again, other than that, Jamel Lopez, is good to have you here, buddy. Jose, It was a lot of wrestling fans tonight, and that's cool.
Yeah, it
4K Corner, Alex Thomas, Becklish was in the house.
Stephanie was in there.
Stephanie was here also. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining in on tonight's stream. Reputation is down with the Hurt Business. All right. Not
Cool.
a bad idea. Yeah. So again, guys, look, thank you so much for tonight's stream. Again, we will be back live Wednesday night at 9 p.m. with Levels Geek Live. Me and David are going to be tackling some fun stuff. And of course, we're going to be giving out, not giving out, but we're going to be talking about a big announcement that's going to be coming back to the show. With that said, I need a shirt, please. What? I need a shirt.
The
please.
pick, so that he could pick his winner for Jay.
Yes.
How long is this thing?
It's
pick
done.
a winner. I want to know who gets the barbecue. Yeah, pick
Yeah,
somebody.
pretty much done.
Come on.
All right. Well, other than that, guys, be awesome. Well, that's Nate. I'm Alex Figueroa. Be awesome to each other and geek out.